Y'all introduce yourselves, because it's gonna go up YouTube in case people who don't know, right? I mean, how do they not know Amethyst, the Greek god, Kazahana, the drama farmer, and they throw him a rat? Like, how do they not know y'all? But
who goes first?
Yeah, it's
Kazahana goes first.
I'll go first. Yeah, I'm a drama farmer, you know.
Yeah.
Also, hey, can some of you guys in chat just follow me on Twitter? Cause I'm like 2 away from like 2K. Please.
2K?
I post boobs, bro. Please.
Bro, drop that shit
It's
in
peak.
chat. Drop your link in chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'll do that. Thanks.
W boobs. Yeah, just do it. You might get banned, but like, you know, it'd be alright.
I'm at 1998.
Oh, let's go, chat. Give my man a 2K views.
Everyone
2K
unfollows.
follows.
There you go.
I'm gonna follow, just unfollow. Amethyst,
Bro.
give us your best. My name is Amethyst Abrams. In a world where Rinascita's dog shit.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I can't say the Rinascita's dog shit.
No.
But what, you want me to do? Like the deep trailer
Do
narration?
it. Yeah.
Okay. My name is the Amethyst Abrams. I am a Wuthering Waves Gacha creator. Everybody, make sure to go like and subscribe to the channel.
Bro.
Bars. Absolute bars.
No one asked me to stand up.
Oh, yo, bro's bricked up already. Yeah, I mean, listen, you know, I have a micro, so even if I was bricked, nobody would notice. But you know, it's unfortunate. It is what it is.
Pants on earlier.
Because my ass is as big as the equator. You know,
True.
my ass was out.
Alright,
can't put that out for free.
Hey, Thoma, I don't even.
Juicy ass.
No, dead ass. I don't even know if I want to let you plug yourself because you're a fucking rat.
Nah, I don't need to.
Yeah, you called me fat too. So
Do you
realistically.
want me to do
Yeah.
it? Do you want me
I
to
mean,
do
you
it
are,
in
but-
in the cinema voice.
Yeah, give him an intro in the cinema voice.
Give him the intro.
God.
Yeah.
We have a Toma, the drama farming gacha creator that loves to make drama out of nothing. There you go. There you go.
I'm stealing that. I'm yanking that for my videos.
Bro stole Tectone's whole rant today and turned it into a video. Actual slop.
Me?
Actual slop. Yeah. You really did though.
What?
No, like high key.
I scripted that tomorrow. Yesterday, bro. I was gonna say tomorrow. I'm
he
fucking
scripted it
retarded.
tomorrow.
I
Bro exposed himself.
No, I scripted it yesterday at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
and recorded it today.
Damn, that turnaround.
Yeah, bro went in. Were you too loud recording? Did your parents yell at you?
Actually, they pulled out a bat and started beating.
Bro got beat live on his OBS.
Cut to commercial. Twitch. That isn't actually true, by the way.
In Fortnite, of
In
course.
Minecraft.
In
Get rid of that.
Fortnite.
Get rid of that. Get rid of
Do
that.
you like
Get
the
rid of that.
tactical sim? Which one is tactical sim car? Is that the ghetto Honkai Star Rail event where it's like 4 stages, or is that the? Which one is that? Hold on, because you're the third person who asked me that. If that's the shitty Honkai Star Rail boss rush, oh no, I like the boss rush. Boss rush is great. Boss rush is dope. I don't like
I
the
think the boss rush is too easy.
Yeah, well, I think the beginning level is easy, but I don't like Pincer. I think Pincer sucks. I think Pincer's.
Oh
booty.
yeah.
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 I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
bet. Taurus, I
food.
can't. Taurus is crazy. Woo Hot Men podcast, bro. It's all cause. Man did the face reveal. That's it. All right, so
The
while
Riz is insane.
we're waiting, what is like your overall 2.0 impressions? Like, what are we feeling? Are we fucking with it? Like, what are we thinking?
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's just like I kind of have a thing where it's like I'll wait until I play it, you know? Like
Yeah,
whether
yeah.
it's a good thing or a bad thing, you know?
No, that's valid. Just to experience it, like instead of like jumping
Yeah.
to a conclusion.
It's a bit
on it,
like,
yeah.
oh, I saw a shield in the trailer, so that means the character's a shield character, you know? I'll wait till I play it. I'll wait till I see it.
Yeah, I
Even
made
then,
a
if it's
video
shield,
on
It
that.
could be good still. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
No. I made a video on that, and I was like, I don't want there to be like a Zhongli shield. I feel like that would really make the game too easy, but also like for a casual player, like how you said Camilla, like people are really struggling out here with Camilla's ephemeral, like the butt
Really?
attack, like because she does get interrupted. So like
Right.
I could see them 1000% just straight up making them. Yo, Ryuku, join, brother. We'd love to have you, dog. You don't have to ask. Pull up, man. Yeah. So I think that's valid. What's going on, Ryuku? Here, let me add you to the title. Ryuku, I was actually just defending you.
Just offending me?
I
How
was
dare you, bro.
defending you, but now I'm gonna fucking roast you.
Yeah, that's worth it.
Imagine.
That's fine.
Saying nice things about you. So, Athoma, how do you feel? What do you think, like, overall 2.0 impressions?
To be fair, I'm a person that has no standards for gacha, so I just play, and if I have fun playing it, I'm fine with it. If not, then I just quit.
Okay.
I just a boba,
Boba.
big damage,
Boba,
and
yeah.
that's enough for me.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Bro's a simple
Like
lad.
the story and all of that being good is just an extra for me. It's not really a necessity.
So, wouldn't you like Genshin then?
No, because bro, the characters suck.
No, but
Not
It's
enough
such
Boba.
power creep.
there is Boba. There's a bunch of a Boba.
Ooh. Eula hasn't been, bro. Eula got brought back once.
Vika has a
Once.
Boba and a motorcycle and big
But
damage
what-
numbers.
Okay, but Inferno
Why
might have
pull
been
Mav
it,
weaker whenever you could pull like fucking Red Hood and Nikke, you know?
Yeah,
Right?
true. I gotta play that actually. I think I'm gonna play it next week.
I'd say
Yeah.
probably
yeah.
the biggest Aboba in Genshin would be like Shenhe, Yelan, and also like Lisa's pretty good as well. There's a lot in there
And
actually.
I got all of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, just
Not
based,
good enough.
based off of Athoma standard, I think you'd love it. But what do you think? I mean, Rico, I know you made your video, but like overall, like after you made your video, like how are you feeling? What do you think about 2.0 going into it?
I'm feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm feeling a lot better. Like
Okay.
I really just wanted to at least just express. You know, it's really a lot of people just like saying, "Why are you making this video? Like, just get over it." I'm like, yeah, to get over it. That's why I made the video. That's
Yeah.
I have to do this something. And now I've put my thoughts and feelings out there. I feel a lot better about it, and I'm good. Of course, I would have loved another big battle, but it is what it is, and I'm excited to see. Well, excited. I'm looking forward to see what happens in Rinascita. You know, so
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you, bro. I was worried about you, man. I was worried about you. That's why, obviously, I'm not sure if you got the message, but I was like, after watching the video, I was like, bro, I could tell you look and feel like a
Yeah.
lot's going on in that mind of yours. So that's why I reached out to you.
Yeah, I PM'd
Oh, yes,
you.
but-
I PM'd you as well. Oh, what happened?
I was literally sleeping. I saw it, but I was like,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was
Yeah,
like, I'll
it's cool,
respond to it later.
Yeah, it's cool. it's cool,
Yeah.
it's cool.
No, I'm actually I might drop a video for it just because I mean they were there in chat. I was just going through the comments and I was explaining how I don't 100% agree with everything you're saying, but I think it's a-okay for you to just be like, hey, this is my subjective take. This is
Yeah.
what I would have preferred, right? Like I don't think you're the devil for just talking how you feel. I think that shit's fucking stupid.
I said the same thing in my video. I kind of said it's like, look, this is his personal feelings, and everything that he's feeling is valid. Like you can be worried. Obviously, do I think he's overthinking it a little bit? Yeah, because I think it won't be anything like Penacony. Two different developers, you know, but
Yeah.
but when I was listening to what like when you found the similarities, like for instance, when he was like, oh, the watchmaker or the whatever it's called, and like all the similarity, I was thinking, okay, I can see where he's got those because by coincidence maybe or not, they are very similar.
I think
but
it's complete
they're-
coincidence. I think it's
yeah,
complete
yeah.
coincidence.
I think it's just by
Yeah.
in name only. It's just coincidence, but obviously that's obviously triggered you. It's oh shit, fuck. There's so many similarities here, and also it's one of those things where I said you hold this gaming such high regard in terms of the gachas you play, that you don't want it to fail and you don't want it to drop below your expectations. And obviously, I can tell that you were a little bit worried and a little bit fearful that this update would be a little bit like or too much like a Penacony, quote unquote. But yeah, as long as you're all right, man. Yeah, as long as you're all good.
For sure. I definitely want to actually address some of these you bring up in the video in a bit. But and then so Amethyst, what do you think overall 2.0? Like how are you feeling excited? Like I should have asked
I'm very
everyone to rank
excited.
it, but yeah, like
I'm very excited.
what are your impressions? Yeah.
I'm very, very excited. I'm excited, especially after watching the IGN stuff.
Yeah,
When
the
I
IGN stuff
watched
was dope.
The IGN stuff,
Yeah.
it definitely put any potential doubts to rest. I think because that was a world quest, that wasn't anything.
There wasn't even a
that
main
was
story quest, and they were going
No.
hard as fuck for that. Yeah.
People were worried
Yeah.
that that was the main story, and I went, no, that's the world quest. Even one of my reactions, I was like, guys, you can tell by the icon that they're following, it's the world quest. It's not the official story. You can relax. You can react without spoilers. I think Carlotta looks.
Oh my god, bro.
She's bro.
I got so hyped. Because I found out that my voice acting mentor, who taught
Is
me
there-
voice acting, is Carlotta's English VA.
That's valid. That's valid.
Jennifer English, who
This sounds
obviously
good.
played Shadowheart
W Jennifer.
in Baldur's Gate. And people that are worried about the voice acting, she's one of the best voice actors out there at the moment. She's got so many projects going on. Like even the there's like another turn-based RPG that's coming out in the new year, and she's one of the main characters in that. Obviously, Shadowheart, amazing. She's done many other characters as well. So voice acting wise, she's phenomenal, and I think she's going to deliver
Question.
Carlotta's lines.
Can you ask her to say "Mamma Mia" for us? Like, can she just send us a snippet of
I
her
haven't
saying
spoken to her for a while.
"Mamma
and-
Mia"? Yo, imagine, bro. Yeah, no, but
What is that meme? What happened?
in
Why is it
Roaches.
Roach's
voice
thing,
lines.
she
one
just
of
says
Roach's
"Mamma
lines,
Mia."
which sounds like doggy doo doo. Is
Yeah.
when she does
Oh,
a
okay.
tornado.
Mamma
When she
Mia.
says one of her
Yeah.
when she does a tornado and then does the pogo
Bro.
stick, she goes "Mamma Mia," but in the most dead bland,
Yeah, yeah,
deadpan
yeah.
way possible.
It's
everyone's
rough.
now just clowning on it.
I had people
I
like 'cause I made a post about it on Twitter, being like this is kind of goofy, and someone like legit said in my replies, "This is how they talk in Italy," and I was like, "Okay,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
all sound like fucking Mario." Like, okay, like
Mamma
that's
Mia.
she sounded like the fucking Godfather's like 80-year-old grandma or some shit. It wasn't the
Yeah.
best. It wasn't the best voice acting, but
I think
Yeah.
they should have done like a whole JoJo's, you know, like a Arrivederci. That would have been sick.
But even
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
did
do
you-
that. What did they take him out? Oh my god, bro.
So-
He's so good.
I guess like segueing right into Carlotta and Roccia, like what do you guys think? I think Carlotta looks absolutely amazing. I think their design and how awesome they look. Like she is like long range but short range, and she's fucking jumping around and she's unique. Like I think she's just top tier. Like I think it's probably one of my favorite Gacha design characters, gameplay wise, that I've seen.
Oh yeah.
At first, when I saw her, when the drip marketing came out and they dropped all of them, she was like a very close second. Like so
Yeah.
when Zani, Braun, and Carlotta, but Carlotta was like near enough on par with Braun, so it was like a joint second of excitement. Seeing her animations and seeing what she can do and her traversal around the battlefield, she
pretty sick.
jumped straight to number one for hype.
Yeah.
She just went straight up there because her
Yeah,
design
yeah.
isn't bad. I like her design a lot. It's very tasteful. She's very elegant, and she's British.
Yeah.
And the fact that she can just vault around like some Attack on Titan ODM gear shit, and then she has her ultimate is just so longed out. And then she has the DMC.
I agree 100% perfect for you. Thank you. Good suggestion. Appreciate you. Yeah, I agree 1000%. I think she looks amazing. I think that she gives me vibes of like in some points like Sora, the way she's like jumping over the enemies and doing just really crazy shit. Like also like Vash from Trigun. Like she just has mad components to her. I think she looks really fucking sick. And I'm super excited to wail for her and her weapon, like without a doubt. Because that shit looks loud as fuck.
I'm not. I don't think I'm going to be able to break free to play.
Oh, you
or-
weak-minded bastard!
Yeah,
It's just
see-
$10. It's just
just
$10.
Just
It's just
So
10.
there's one
Just buy the
character.
pass.
There's
Yeah.
one character that is not going to be announced for a while. That is I'm breaking free to play for, and that is Geshulin. I will buy every bonus available to me when Geshulin drops.
Yeah,
That's it.
Well-
that's it.
fucking.
That's it. Like I'm buying every bonus, the battle pass, the login pass. When his drip marketing launches, everything is going into that man, and I'm going to do my best to get him
Awesome.
his weapon, and then get copies if I can.
What if they
That's
give him
the
the-
goal?
What if they
But
give
why
him the
not get a head
cappuccino
start and do
treat?
it now?
Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up.
Yeah, no, buy
Use that ass though.
I've already saved up 100 pulls for Carlotta. Okay, I can't just
100.
I can't-
Oh yeah, no, you get it.
The
Are you a
thing is,
guarantee?
the double
No, not
for
guarantee,
the
no.
for the pop-ups are gonna reset at some point. So if you get them now and then get them again when they reset,
Yeah,
you'll have
you-
even more
When they,
pulls.
it's usually the anniversary. It's like on the yearly anniversary they reset. Right.
They reset,
So if I see when they eventually announce, oh, by the way, yeah, this resetting, then I'll buy the current bonuses, and then when it resets, I'll buy the bonuses again with my next paycheck from my job. So guys, it's a win-win. I'm
Yeah,
basically. It's. I mean, if
the
Scar
system.
and Geshulin are like one patch apart, Scar's getting benched, and I'm going for Geshu.
You don't want
If I had
you.
to choo-
You would bench Dick Sipper over against Shulin?
Yep.
That's kind of crazy.
What the hell?
I don't.
That's kind of crazy.
Sue me. I don't
Yeah,
care.
no,
I'll sue you. I
you should
will.
be canceled for that.
Listen,
we need
no,
to
listen,
attack your
listen.
ass in the
I don't
community.
know how. What does it mean? Tag my ass. Listen.
That's
look,
crazy.
My favorite color is purple. Obviously, his black flame abilities have purple aura and shit. Okay, he's got the deepest and most sexy voice ever. So that's another one. He's got long white hair or silver hair. which is fucking dope. I don't care what people say about his garments and what he's wearing. I think it's subtle, but I think it works. And I
What,
cannot
the anal
wait.
beads? You like the anal beads?
Oh, hell yeah, man. I'm into that shit. I'm into that.
Yeah.
I'm into that
That's
necklace,
insane.
the anal bead necklace. Absolutely. But yeah, I think he's going to be one of the best 5-star characters, lore-wise and
better.
gameplay-wise. When he releases, it's impossible. They've been teasing him since 1.0. Okay, and look what they did with bloody Camellia. And she was awesome.
I hope they do. What do you think, Kaz? What do you think about our Carlotta or Roccia as well?
I like Carlotta for like kind of the opposite reason. I don't really care about the gameplay. She could do 2 damage and I'm still pulling her.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like her design so much that it's like enough for me to pull on her. But it's like also an added bonus that, you know, she plays
She's
well.
valid,
That's always
yeah,
been
yeah.
a thing for me. I pull on design, not on gameplay. I don't really care about gameplay. But like with Carlotta, I like, you know, obviously her design is good. They got the whole kind of Rin thing going on. Like, and that's just like with the design of the actual character and the JP voice acting, and then you've also got the addition of the English voice acting, with, you know, like Amethyst are talking about, and I like how, you know, obviously not a lot of people outside of Britain would know that is quite a very posh accent to be using for an
Yeah.
English person, which is kind of cool because it fits with the whole, you know, her being nobility type thing. So, yeah.
I've never like I personally have never encountered like someone that actually only pulls for design. Like just out of curiosity, like how does that work? Like so you kind of like don't really care about the gameplay or the end game. You're just like, I just want to look at this character because they're dope and run around with them.
Not even that.
Yeah.
I'm an animation whore. So if
Yeah.
the animations are clean, like for instance, they could be one of the shittest characters in the game, but if they look when they would use their E and use their resonance aberration and their like special mechanics looks fucking fire and looks flashy to fuck. I don't care. They could be the most mid character ever. But if the aesthetic, I go based on aesthetics and based on animations.
Yeah.
That's me. Like I don't
Animations is like a factor in the design for me, but like the characters actually got to look good as well.
care. They have to have big titties.
And that yeah,
That's Kazuhana's. That's Kazuhana's.
it doesn't even have to necessarily, because I like Bran. I think Bran's cool, and I might pull on him. You know, I think
My-
He's got
he's
massive
got
titties, hasn't he? He's got massive titties.
Yeah,
He's got
Brand
big pectorals.
Brand is beautiful. Guys, if you
Yeah.
want to know what
Beautiful
Kazahana like, just go to this homie's Twitter. All right, he's 2
Exactly.
follows away from 2K. Bro will give you the most informative post of all time and then just post massive tits right underneath
His
it.
main game
Like-
on Nikkei, Azure
Bro-
Lane, and Girls Frontline 2. Okay,
Yeah.
that just says it all.
Dude, bro will be reporting on the most serious. Wu is really trying to lock down on these leakers, and then it's just fucking Zany's tits, like
Yeah,
fucking
I
like
like
out
it.
here like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's just like,
It
oh,
brings up
okay.
the fucking viewers, bro.
That's why I love
Right.
Azure Lane though, because of just the amount of character design in it. Because not only with the actual characters that come out, usually that's like the afterthought. You're like, oh, okay, this character looks alright, and then it's just like
Yeah.
$20 skin. Oh my god, they look completely different.
Hey, yo,
Okay, I'm
yeah,
pulling for
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm pulling for that.
The two
Okay,
skins
okay.
look amazing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
they
the
do.
skins. If they go the league route, and I'm not discussing leaks, I'm not going to say anything. But if they do go the league route where it changes things, I will absolutely spend $50 on a
No,
skin. I don't care.
That's not
Confirmed.
leaks, that's
It's
official.
confirmed,
That's
yeah.
Oh, it's confirmed.
It's in
Okay,
the-
God
it's in the
bless.
artwork.
Yeah, bro.
Wait,
That's
they change effects?
that's fucking insane.
they changed the
No,
effect,
it's
yeah.
like League
Oh,
of
no,
Legends.
I'm wailing, bro.
Bro.
I'm wailing.
From what I've seen, it changes the color effect of both Jue and also her weapon as well as her actual
Yeah.
outfit.
That shit
Yeah.
is crazy.
It's like it's going to be like a deal. It's like a package, isn't it? So you get the weapon skin, you get the cosmetic skin, and it also changes the animations of your E and your resonance liberation.
That's easy
I'm
$50.
buying it.
Yeah,
I'm
no, that's
buying
like an easy however much it is. Because the fact is like that's why one thing I think Genshin really missed on is the lack of skins and the lack of real design to the skins. Like Diluc's skin was pretty sick because it changed some of his animation slightly. But like this game is completely changing everything about it. I think it breeds new light into that character where it's like, oh, like Jinxie's dope. I'm kind of over her, but now this is fucking pretty. So now I want to buy this and play with her again, you know?
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's a
But-
refreshener.
Exactly. Atham, what do you think about these characters? What do you think about Roccia? No one's really spoken about Roccia. I have some opinions on her meta-wise, but like,
Okay.
yeah, what do you think? And then we'll get to
She
Ryuku.
seems like she's gonna be the swap back for Havelock. She's gonna be quick swap with Camellia. That's what it seems like, at least. Her gameplay looks really fun. I'm gonna be honest.
It does.
I don't know who said it, but her gameplay's like a mix of Zhao and Kazuha from Genshin.
Mamma mia! Mamma
It's such an
mia!
Itoma. It's such an Itoma character though. So gimmicky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks fun.
Zhao and Drew is
It looks
crazy.
really
Brain rot.
fun.
Can
I
we
want
get a
to
shout out for
Mamma
Kat,
Mia
by
on
the
some
way?
bitches, bro.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia. I think she's also a
I
really...
might pull.
Yeah, you're gonna pull for her. I think she's a safe skip,
fine.
high key. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everyone go follow
Same.
Cap, by the way. I think
It
she's
really
a safe
depends,
skip.
though.
Well, okay. Now this is just pure speculation. This is what I said in my video. If she is buffing Havoc Rover slash Camillea's already busting with Sanhua to the point where she doesn't really need that buff. I'd rather just save my primos for someone else or Asteroid. Sorry, I'm a tourist. But yeah.
True. The thing
That's a
is,
very
what I'm
important
probably
role.
gonna do is I'm
What up,
gonna
Cap?
not pull until
Yeah.
like the next patch is like announced because her banner's still there if she's second half.
True.
Is she second half? Is that confirmed?
Yeah, she's second
Yeah,
half. That
she's
is
second half.
confirmed. Yeah, it's confirmed.
So I'm just gonna
yeah.
wait and see what the next patch is gonna be. If the first half of the next patch is a easy skip, I'm pulling. If not, I'm
Valid.
skipping.
Let me
It'll
know.
probably be Zani and Braun.
Well, PM me on the side. I'll message John 10 Cent themselves. Also, what up, Cap? How you feeling, Stinky?
Bet.
Hello.
And wait, so Kaz, what were you gonna say though? You were gonna say something before
I was saying
Aethon
I
was
have a very
rad ass.
I have a very important rule.
Okay.
If I can't post it on my Twitter, I'm not pulling on it.
That's crazy. Yeah. No. Okay. Okay. That's valid.
That doesn't include, like, obviously, you know, maybe I'll post Brand one day on Twitter, see how it does. You know?
You could definitely post Brand on Twitter. I think
Yeah.
I'll simp over Brand.
The thing is, artists don't really they don't care about it at the moment. There's like a
That
few
was a
things,
lot,
but like
though.
Which
like
is
at the
crazy.
beginning.
Yeah. Ryuka, how do you
what I'm
feel?
saying is there's no AI slop, okay?
True.
Yeah.
It's all good art that I can't steal.
Oh, what up, Cat? What up, Stinky?
Hello.
How you feeling, Riku, about the character so far? What do you think?
Looking forward to Carlotta again because I'm really
Yeah.
heavy in the Fate series. So I love the whole Rin Tosaka vibes with all the gems and such as well. It's like integrated into her playstyle. In terms of Roccia, not really my type of character. I mean, personally, I'd probably say she. Again, I said this with Zhang Liao and Jeje. Well, she looks like a really well-designed 4-star.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we don't have any information on any new 4-stars. So we've got like 5 new 5-stars and no 4-stars. What's going on with that? That's what I want to know a bit about that.
I'm convinced Phoebe's a 4-star. I'm convinced.
Same.
Well, so I think there's a
Really?
reason for that. I think the reason not before we ask Cal, I think the reason that fucking jail picture's crazy. I think the reason why we don't have new 4-stars yet is because of the fact that PS5 launch is occurring. So I think they want the PS5 audience to get like these OG 4-stars in before they start dropping even more new characters. That I think is my only like logical way. I don't know what else they could be the reason for, right? Because the banners themselves are low key kind of mid for everyone who's been playing the game since launch. So that's the only thing I could think of.
I mean, they've put all this effort and design into creating all these 5-stars, which is good. Great.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, there's not a single 4-star.
I agree. No, I agree. I think there's is still a 4-star problem. I do. I'm in the same camp with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Cat, what do you
If they
think?
could
Oh, yeah.
drop another like massive list of 4-stars, would be cool. So yeah, sorry, Cap.
No, yeah, I
I need
agree.
more 4-stars. Just give me more. Like that's all I want. Just
Yeah.
give me something interesting. We're like severely lacking. Just like little units that are cool. Although, but what I don't want them to do is do what like Genshin's done and like have a bunch of 4-stars early on that they can't fix like retroactively. They end up becoming like annoyingly that we have to use for everything, right? So as long
Yeah.
as it's not that situation, it's fine.
I think they should do for one of the patches coming up, maybe not 2. The reason why I think Phoebe's a 4-star because after these two, we have 3 more characters, right? And I think 2.1 will be Zani and Braun as the 2 5-stars, and then Phoebe as the featuring 4-star
Yeah.
on
Why
one
would
of
she
the
be a
phases.
4-star?
She
I
looks
don't
like a 4-star
understand.
to me.
She
She
looks
looks
like
like
Really?
a
You
4-star.
guys get 4-star?
You
I get
guys are- You
5-star.
guys are on crack. You guys are
Yeah.
on
Like, is she
crack.
gonna be a
Sorry.
4-star? I don't know, but
No,
like, she
you
does
are
give off the
correct.
energy.
I get
It's
Ghetto
because they have the
Navia.
5-star symbols though on like
This
the
is
actual
this is
market.
where they give
Yeah.
this is where they give us like a twist,
Oh.
and it's actually Zani's the 4-star because she's Shielder.
I
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure-
I'm not saying that
Apparently.
I'm not saying she will be a 4-star, but I think
Would
she,
you think
she gives
so,
off
yeah?
the energy. You know, she
Yeah, the
gives
energy. Yeah, she gives off 4-star.
whether
energy.
she's a 5-star or not. You know.
Yeah.
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 I
mean,
think it's
how
She
because-
looks
clearly,
like a
You're
4-star.
correct.
clearly you're the minority here, mate. So
No. I'm with
Yeah.
Cap on this one though. I think that she looks like a ghetto Navia, and I think that honestly she looks like a 5-star. If there is a 4-star, I think it is probably Zany because her Tassin mark is not available, and they gave her a fucking shield. So
yeah.
07 boys, EOS.
I wouldn't be surprised if Zani was the 4-star. To be
Yeah.
honest,
I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind that, to be honest. I mean, I'd love it to be a 5-star.
Do you know
really,
how much outrage there would be if any of those characters ended up being a 4-star?
doesn't matter.
I hope
Doesn't
none of them
matter.
are.
What do you mean it doesn't
No.
matter?
I agree. I hope none of them are because I think that I don't think this is just going to go to 2.4. I think this is going to go to like 2.8, 2.9, whatever it is.
I don't think so.
Really, I'm hoping they did the Genshin thing where they just dripped the surface level. And then now they're going to be like, okay, now we're announcing another 8 characters because they still have to go through a bunch of other versions.
Right.
I can't see them.
5-star. They're all 5 stars.
Yeah, they're all 5 stars. Cool. Because I can't see them doing the thing like where 1.0 was severely having a bunch of issues and they were kind of using their resources for 2.0. Like, I get that. I can't see them making 2.0, like, or compromising 2.0 and its length just to push out 3.0. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'd be counterproductive. I think they're going to let that shit rock out.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree. I don't want them to rush it in like 4. Obviously, rush it in a number of patches, but I don't think it will go past at a push like 2.6.
Really?
I don't think it will go past 2.6 because one of the like you said about another 8, like what is it, another like 4, 5, 6 5-stars. If they can announce another batch of 5-stars after 2.1. That would be cool. But one thing I'd like for them to do in one of the future patches for their characters is release like, so you know what they've done where they've released like a 5-star and a 4-star. I'd like them to do, if they want it in the future, go back to that sort of 1 5-star per patch. Can they release 2 4-stars in the patch and 1 5-star?
I mean, that'd be cool.
I think that would be pretty good.
I think that like with all the drip marketing that's come out, now this is just again, this might not happen. This is just my guess. Is that maybe they've released all of these because obviously, as we know, first phase for this patch is Carlotta and then Roccia. They've gone like double, which is like a little bit different to what we've seen. And I think maybe they might continue that trend the entire time. Maybe they've like listened. And went,
I think they will.
Okay, yeah, we need to.
I think they will.
I think that's why they've released so many, because then obviously if you have double each update, then it's not going to go all the way to 2.6 because there's not enough. So then they do have that time period to add even more afterwards.
Yeah. What were you saying, Cap?
Which would make sense.
They only went, I believe they only went to singles because of the way that like 1.0, like the older 1.0 patches were spread out. And we know they had to go against the norm because the devs were working with more of a different calendar than maybe they wanted to initially. So I feel like they adapted to it. That's what I believe. And it doesn't, I feel like the characters we've seen are the main MSQ of Rinascita characters. Those will be the main ones that we see. Those will be the main ones we see in Rinascita and Raguna, the actual main story quest ones. And then we'll get more 5-stars as they expand on the patch as a whole. Because I have a feeling they're going to do maybe... Well, this is the question. Do you think they're going to do like they did in 1.0, where 2.0, the patch, is the whole really bulk of the main story? Maybe like 2.1?
I think so. That's what I think anyway.
No, I think they could
spread out.
I think they confirmed they're spreading it out. If I'm not mistaken, they did a graphic. So they said Act 1, 2, and 3, and then I believe they said Part 2 coming soon. So if anyone can fact check me, but I think what they'll probably do is 2.0 story, 2.1 nothing, and then 2.2 story. I don't think they're going to front load it that much. That's my assumption.
Right, that's
2.1
great.
will be filler.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I feel
Well,
like they're going to do filler
that.
2.1.
And
I
I honestly
definitely expect more characters then.
for sure, and I really think the 2 banner per patch, the 2 characters per half patch. So like they're doing Carlotta, Gigi, and then Mamma Mia and whoever Jinxie. I actually Mamma Mia. I don't think that's bad, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they introduce characters. I think that's the way to go. I really do.
That's fine for me.
I just hope that they do events and rewards generous enough for people to grab the characters. That's my main thing with WoW.
Okay.
We don't have guaranteed banners. I just want us to have good rewards. We can get the characters that we want in the patches, at least one of them. You know, and their weapons.
So there's been people that calculated, like based on all the information we have on how many polls minimum we're gonna get.
According to my calculations.
According to everyone's calculations.
Wait, let me get my glasses before you.
2.0.
Wait. Hold on, give me a second.
2.0.
Okay, what's calculations?
Okay, so according to
Ryuko lives in Japan.
Calculations, yes, he lives in Japan. So according to everyone's calculations,
Yo, bro,
2.0.
I hear the spit. Jesus Christ.
Get to the point.
Yo, how many fucking?
Blah 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 blah. 2.0 will
mom's gonna
have
yell at him.
around 200 polls for free,
That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy.
and that's
That
minimum.
That guarantees
If
a
you
character.
mid max,
including
will have
event stuff.
200 polls.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a guaranteed character, whether you win or 50-50 or not.
Wait,
Yeah.
I want to hear Ryuko. Like, what are your thoughts on everything we've been saying so far? Like, what are we feeling about like the characters, the banners, the 5 stars? Like, what are your thoughts? And also the 200 pulls. I think that's a lot, personally.
I mean, that again, 200 pulls. If you complete all the exploration stuff, that'd be really cool. And on terms of the banners, like having a new 5-star in each half of the banner, that's a good idea. Like, again, if do a new 5-star and old 5-star for the rerun, gives people a chance to get old ones again if they want to, like, if they want to whale as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember who said it. Someone said like a 2 4-stars and a 5-star. I think it'd be good if they do 2 5-stars and 1 4-star for each.
Yep.
Patch.
Yeah.
If they do that, I think that'd be a good ratio. To
Either
keep
way.
things new and interesting. And I do want to kind of push back on Cap, because obviously I've got to start fight with Cap every day. It's just part of my daily. And,
I'm ready.
What are your dailies?
no, she on the topic of like if Phoebe's a 4-star, 5-star, and she said, oh, people will get outraged. We know she's a 5-star. That's all confirmed. Okay, but it's like I don't think they should be really afraid to make characters 4-stars, just for the on the off chance people be afraid of that, and otherwise.
I agree.
No, that's
why
not
is it
what
why
I mean, though.
why is? But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if they're afraid
No,
to make 4-stars.
No. But that's not what I said at all. Purely because she's been marketed as a 5-star. To suddenly make her a 4-star, people would be outraged
Oh,
at that. I'm
yeah.
not saying that we shouldn't have 4-stars.
Oh,
Yeah. I think what you're saying is
I'm-
right, though. I agree with you.
The reason why I said it is because I have heard some people say that they don't want any 4-stars anymore. I'm like, you
Well,
are.
no, that's
fucking
not
Well,
the
that's
opinion
crazy.
I'm having.
That's fucking insane.
yeah. I'm just like, there is a sentiment out there that some people just do not want 4-stars anymore. Like, they want every new character to be a 5-star because they want the character they are particularly interested in to guarantee to be a 5-star. I'm like, that's kind of a really selfish and really weird thing to think, because if every again, it's a case of like, if everyone's special,
who
then
has
no one
that
is.
Take? I've never seen anyone have that take.
A while back, when everyone was asking for new 4-stars before
Yeah.
we got the new 4-stars, and then I was like posting on Twitter, and there's also on YouTube as well, and I said, I think we need new 4-stars, and I had quite a few comments of people saying, no new 4-stars, I want all my characters to be 5-stars, shut up. I'm like, okay, what the fuck are you talking about?
I just think they're
Whatever.
morons, though.
I agree.
They are.
They
Absolutely. They absolutely. So I don't
I
think
just
people
put
should be
like 3
afraid to make
people
4-stars.
ever. No, I don't even believe
That actually brings up a topic that I didn't even think of, but I wanted to address this because I think that there's this whole big thing about like good feedback and bad feedback, or how like giving your opinion, even if your opinion is wrong and it's based in it's just not based in reality.
My opinion's wrong.
Yeah, your one opinion was it's your feeling. Your feeling. I don't think your opinion's wrong. I'm uploading that video saying I defended Ryuku. You'll watch it. You'll see it.
Cool.
But I think that am I the only one who feels like, and I think we spoke about this before, Amethyst and Kazahana probably heard it, where I'm like, I think it's the dev's responsibility to listen. Like, there's that feedback that's just genuinely horseshit and dog shit, right? But then they have to wean out the good feedback and the bad feedback, right? And so I don't think it's a horrible thing when people give their criticism / feedback, even if it's technically shit, right? I don't think we could say, oh, well, the devs are going to get confused and then they're going to fuck up the game, because if the devs are stupid enough to listen to some dog shit feedback like that, they deserve to not be making a video game. Like, how do you guys feel about that? Because I know there was this whole thing when the whole Saint versus the world was happening. A lot of people were like, oh, this is bad feedback. And it's like, but I don't think it's up to us all the time to decipher what's good and what's bad feedback. I really think that's the dev's job.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, it's not our responsibility. It's not like the fans and the player base to go, oh, that's bad feedback, that's good because feedback is subjective at the end of the day. You're not going to agree with every bit of feedback that someone says. Someone could say, I said recently that I want a lot more multiplayer orientated stuff. Someone's going to be like, but I want it to be more single player stuff, so I don't want multiplayer stuff. Okay. So it's completely subjective. So all of the feedback should be going into these surveys, and obviously all the feedback should be spoken about on stream with content creators, or in the comments, or on the social media. Fans want to obviously post that and just sort of try and get hold of Kuro and sort of tag Kuro and stuff. But it's Kuro's job as the sole developer of their own fucking game to go, okay, well, first we need to establish what's the majority here.
Yeah.
What is the most popular feedback we have here that people want? But also at the same time, if the most popular, they can't always listen to the most popular opinion.
Exactly.
And because sometimes the most popular opinion isn't always the best one. So it's probably one of those things where they have to the board has to sit there and go, well, would this be beneficial? Would it not be beneficial?
Yeah.
Like, they've added more multiplayer stuff in 2.0. I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. Obviously, raids and dungeons would be awesome, but I'm sure they'll figure that out in the future. But other people disagree with that, so I don't think it's up to us solely.
Slack,
It has to
I just
vibe
want
with the world.
Yeah, I just want
Exactly.
to say real quick, Slack, I get what you're saying, and I worded it wrong. I don't think it's bad to call out shitty feedback. That's not what I'm saying. I just think that people should still be allowed, like, if your feedback is based on false narratives that you have of the game, it is what it is, right? But I'm saying that it's not, like, the devs are more than capable to figure out that feedback. And I think it is their responsibility at the end of the day. That's all I'm saying. Not that you can't call out bad feedback, like the VARs video. That shit was ass, right?
I have an analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit us with the analogy.
Yeah. So like it's like imagine you're a band and you've just
Yeah.
released a new album and it sounds different to kind of your other discography, right? And then you're going on tour, you're trying to make a set list, and you got people who are like, I don't like your new stuff. You should make the old stuff again. Play the old stuff. I hate what you've got. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, you have to take into consideration as a band, do I listen to these people and don't make anything new? Or do we make something new because we want to?
It's like what happened with
That
Linkin
sounds
Park.
Linkin Park.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like Linkin Park.
Exactly,
Linkin Park.
Linkin Park. Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Linkin Park, yeah.
yeah. And so I just think, I'll say this real quick. I just think that the developers are smart enough to see a video like VARs and say, this is fucking bullshit. I'm not saying, because I tore into that video as well. I made a whole reaction about it. I made it easy $10. Shout out to VARs. Easiest $10 in my life. But the point is that, like, I'm not saying you can't do that, but I do think the developers are responsible enough to figure these things out. And I just think there is this narrative that they're not, and that we have to, like, protect them. That's just my thought.
I was just gonna say it does have to vibe with the world. Like even if everyone's demanding it, like even if it seems like everyone's demanding it, if say for example, Wuthering came out like with a lot of people asking for a random beach volleyball bikini tournament type thing, like that doesn't.
yeah.
I mean, I know Kaz would love that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Wipe
that in
that
there.
smoke off your face.
Oh
Wipe
yeah.
that smoke.
I'll
I
become your
want
biggest
that.
shill if you do
I know
that.
a lot of people would. I know a lot of people would love that, myself included. But it's like it doesn't fit with the vibe and the world. So they would have to like just say, I get that you want that, but that's not the direction we're going for.
Oh, I swear to God, if I ever see some sort of over bloody sexualized bikini costumes, I'm just gonna get pissed off. I can't lie.
I think that would just be you that would be having. I think it's fine.
Wait,
Kaz
who
gonna
cares?
bust. Kaz
I'm
gonna
Yeah, he'll.
Damn, bro.
I won't be
If
happy
it's
with
summer,
it,
it's
to be
fine.
honest.
If it's outside of that,
But-
nah.
But like it's a skin, right?
My
It
bank's
doesn't
gonna be on
affect your
suicide watch.
gameplay. It's not in the story.
No,
It's
You could
just
just not
skin,
buy
who
it if you want
cares?
to.
I just
Legit.
personally.
It's not for me too.
personally-
I feel you.
You
It's
know
not
how
for
they
me.
could do that?
It's not
It's
for
not
me.
for
You know
me
how they
either,
could do
but
that?
like I just
In
want
the
them
case
to.
of skins, I think it is just
They
an
could
optional
do that.
thing.
They could do
Yeah.
that if they bring out another area, like a new area. Like say next area is gonna be like a coastal area, right? Bring out a coastal area with a bit sunny, and then
Rinascita
you
is
could
Each
have-
episode.
Literally water. It's all surrounded by
Yeah,
water.
no, I
Fontaine.
Fontaine, yeah, I don't think it's bad if they do that. I just think there is a risk though that if they do that consistently, over and over and over again, even before summer, I do think it could turn into a problem of attracting an audience I think they maybe don't want. Maybe
yeah.
I'm
I
out
can
of
They
agree
touch
could
on
do
with
it
this.
right though. No, like
Yeah, they could do it
Vera
right.
in PGR.
Oh,
like
yes.
Vera
They
PGR
could.
has like a bikini
Yes.
skin, right? Like she
could.
does,
Okay,
Yeah, I don't
wait.
feel like
it's
they'll
fine.
go like as your lane level, like, oh
Some
yeah,
of
here
the
you go.
skins are beat
No,
down.
There's Camellia
I'm
oiled
just
up.
thinking of PGR. I'm just thinking of Vera. That's
I,
all.
I,
Yeah.
If they do it like PGR, I'm fine with it.
I don't
I'm
know
always
about
thinking of Vera.
PGRs. I don't know about PGR stuff, but I will say, at least maybe my interpretation of what's going on in ZZZ, I feel like they're now trying to kind of not let the gooners take over the game, and they're kind of trying to do a little bit of like, I don't want to say reverse marketing, but like
Swap
they're
back,
taking a
swap
more serious swap back, blue clear stellar ram. They're taking like a different approach to the game, and so I don't want
But I
to
think-
go that way.
But
Yeah.
I think Woo is kind of already going in that direction. Not goonery, but Woo, like it's
Yeah.
a story thing. They've set the story up to be character focused,
For sure.
specifically on character relations between them and Rover. Whether people disagree or not, it's just a fact that it is, right?
Yeah, no, it's
literally
self-insert.
that's-
It's self-insert. Yeah.
People who disagree with it are quite frankly crazy. It's literally there
Yeah.
in front of us. So they're already catering to that kind of audience in some way. So the pivot to them would be really easy if they wanted to. But I don't think they should. They should make it more complex. But it's already kind of in that direction anyway.
Yeah,
I
I've
guess-
already said
yeah.
that I don't like the power the power fantasy, self-insert, bland protagonist thing. I want Rover to be his own character, and I just want us to be the players to follow him or her, depending on whichever gender you choose, because you can now choose whichever you want. Just to follow their story, and I don't want this. I don't like the self-insert thing, but that's a me issue as well. But
no, I don't think that's a you issue. I think the self-insert is a general thing that a lot of people do not like. I think the you issue is the Honkai Star Rail stuff. I don't think that's a you issue. I don't like self-insert. I think self-insert's annoying. Also, Bishop, what's good, brother? How you feel, man? I think self-insert's kind of whack. But I guess what I'm saying is I don't disagree that they have that gooner kind of marketing, like they're doing the feet. No. They did the Camilla trailer. But I think if they go too deep into it, the way ZZZ did, I think they're going to attract too much of that audience that I don't know if they necessarily want. At least me personally.
But at the end of the day, you can argue they're trying to make money, right?
True. No, true.
At the end of the day,
true.
It is still Gacha audience at the end of the day, and we don't want them to EOS. So to be honest, I'm okay with a few feet pics of Yin Lin if it means that like Wuwa does better. I'll be real. Like it's not like as long as it's not integral to the main thing. Okay, whatever. Post your ASMR. Post your feet pics. Like whatever. Sure.
Kazahana's gonna drop 30 bands.
I was gonna say if they can keep that to like the online stuff in Twitter, I don't mind.
Yeah,
if they start forcing stuff, I have to
in game.
I have to go through in the game.
That's
That's not what I'm here for. You know.
Agreed.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let me ask you guys before we get to story. It has been confirmed, and I'm dropping a video on this tonight/tomorrow. What do you guys think about the region locking of the glider? I personally don't think it's a negative. I think people are letting.
About it.
Really? So I think people are letting the preconception of Natlin being dog shit ruin the whole fun out of it. So like I want to like
it's understandable.
your guys' thoughts.
So I have the perspective of like an MMO player whereby in a lot of regions you can't even mount up until you've explored and done main quests, which I think is totally fine. So a region locked thing, flight system is fine. The normal world is not built for flight.
Exactly.
The game wasn't made for it. So why would they let you do it? Like it doesn't make sense.
I mean, they could tweak it like later on to like maybe give some areas that could have possible flight, like the area in Mount Firmament, like the high spot there.
Yeah, I agree.
Really fucking high. You could fly there, and they might retroactively to do some areas, but not all areas.
Sure.
But
we'll add something later. Yeah, I agree.
What they could do is oh wait, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's understandable, and I can understand people saying they don't want it regional because they want to have that freedom like everywhere. But it's completely understandable in my opinion. But yeah.
In my opinion, what they should do, or what they could do in the future, is for places that don't have the flying shit, just take peaks of mountains in any of the old places and put like a circle there that allows you to fly like that. Yeah. Like enables the flight.
Red New made a comment that I made in my video 100%. The people disappointed in it don't understand that a whole suite or suite, whatever, of testing would need to be done if the backwards implement flight for areas not designed for flight is costly. I just think there's no point for it. Also, I don't think a region having a gimmick is bad. I think as long as the gimmick is free, or if there's paid portions of the gimmick, if the free alternative is just as good and on par with the paid version, I think that's fine. And this seems to be free. Right? They have their own version of Saurians, technically. Yeah. You can fucking swim in a boat, or you could fucking ride a boat, whatever, right? You could jump up in the air, do all these crazy things. Like, I think it's really good. I don't mind that it's region locked to Rinascita.
What do you think about...
Sorry.
No, I was just going
to... Sorry. You can continue.
Fucking hell.
Cat, what are you saying?
British moment right here.
British, innit? British, bruv.
I was gonna say, like, what do you think about if we took the direction of introducing a character where it had that QOL anywhere, or well, not anywhere, or it had a QOL attached to it like Genshin does? Like, is that a major red flag negative for you guys?
Oh, give me 1 second. Hold on.
I was just going to say that there are a lot of puzzles and a lot of things in the Jinzhou Huanglong area which require you to do certain things that if they did have that instant like flight anywhere thing, it would like remove a lot of that playstyle. Like there are certain areas where you have to do like specific double jump backflips and all sort of thing to get to like the certain like casket and such. But if they have the flight, it just removes that kind of gameplay aspect to it. So I completely understand. Like that area was designed to have double jump grapple mechanics in there to get the certain things. If they just implement flight anywhere, it removes a lot of the gameplay, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Wait, did we address what happens if a character like gets like a Mavica treatment yet, or
No.
no? I think that would be
I was
bad.
ready for that.
I
If
think
it's if it's to that degree, I think that shit is absurd. But if
Yeah.
it's like a small QOL that like doesn't
if
really
it's
matter if you have it or
small
not,
change.
I think that's fine.
So, like for instance, give a character triple or quadruple jump.
yeah,
That's it. Like give
Yeah,
him, like,
that's not gonna do too much to change the game.
yeah.
like just so you know, obviously know when
I
you like.
actually, I think I have a controversial opinion though when it comes to like that kind of stuff.
What do you think?
For real. Because like, okay, hear me out. This might be really
Oh
hot take.
boy, here we fucking
No,
go.
it's very really hot
Fucking
take.
hell.
We're
I
cooked.
actually don't mind. For example, like in Genshin, you have like Wanderer or you have the Squirtle girl. I actually think it's fine because open world, gacha like Genshin, you have your combat, but then you have your open world. And if you're paying for characters with specific combat mechanics for one half of the game, that's valid. And then also you have exploration QOLs that you also have in your characters. That's like half. It's more than half the game.
That's
So
not a
like
hot
I think
take
it's
at all.
totally fine.
Yeah.
I think
That's
it's
not a hot-
actually fine
That's
that
not a
like
hot
all
take at
these
all.
like.
That's
But no,
logic
it is
though.
because like no, but a lot of people are saying, oh, like being
Look at
able to do all
Shopkeeper.
this in
Look-
one character is like as a bad thing. But I'm like, I don't think it is.
Shopkeeper.
I would say
It's half of the game.
Look
It's
at
a
what
bad
gachas are
thing.
for.
It's a bad thing when there's no alternative at all.
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Look
I
at
think-
Genshin really hasn't put out any quality of life exploration
think the
stuff apart from
difference-
in the characters. If it was both, I think it would actually be fine.
Look at
Yeah.
Shorekeeper. She has the
gonna say, I think
butterfly roaming mode.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the
So it
difference
can
is like the Wanderer and Yelan, you can use them in any location at any time. I think a lot of stuff like
Mhm.
forgive me if I'm wrong. I have the character, but I haven't really tested. Is Julonin her abilities only allowed in Natlan? Is that
Yeah.
No,
well, no, it's
No, no,
like
no, no,
longer.
you-
You have to use it longer.
It's
It's
longer.
Oh,
longer,
you have to use longer.
but it still
Yeah.
sucks in Natlan though. Like that little phlogiston bar is still
Yeah.
bullshit. I think
And
the
it sucks
Yeah.
even more outside of that.
Yeah, I think the
I
cap
can't
the
even use it out
problem.
there.
100%. The problem with Genshin, at least for me, it's not that they have QOL tied to characters, although I think it's shitty. I think like Kanich in Genshin is literally just a grappling hook in Wuwa, right?
Mhm.
But I think the problem is that when you create these characters that are only tied to one specific region, like a perfect example is Mavica. She has 3 character kits included in one, and all like
Yeah.
she has running up walls, she could
Mhm.
fly, and she could fucking run on water. And the duration outside of Natlan is worse than everyone else, and even in Natlan, it's really not that great. I think the problem is you tie it to that region, you spend hundreds of dollars on it, and then when Shneznaya comes out, it's like I always say it's like an episode of Mean Girls. They feel fucking horrible and they feel pointless because now
Yeah.
instead of flying or going for maybe 10 seconds, you go for 1.5. And I don't that's the problem. Because I
That's
don't
also
That's-
wasted
that
money.
I
Like
understand.
theoretically.
yeah. But I don't
I
think you're
understand.
wrong in the sense that like intrinsically creating quality of life tied to characters is not horrendous. I think it's a little stinky sometimes, and
But everyone, I've been hearing that so much though.
I-
I've been
I
hearing
feel
it,
like people say
it's
it
the
wrong.
way you implement
I've
it.
not heard it at all, to be honest.
No,
I've not seen
because I've said it a
at all.
lot. I've said it a
'Cause
lot,
I
but it's the
remember-
implementation.
I've seen it a lot too.
Yeah, what do
especially
you
on
think?
Twitter.
What do you think, Cap?
No, I just like it's a rhetoric that I've even heard. Like I'm pretty sure even Tecto was talking about it. He thinks it's a fucking despicable thing, right? And I'm like, I just don't agree. I think it's fine.
Okay.
Like-
The reason people say that is
I
because
think it
like
depends.
yeah, it depends because like if there was like sure maybe a worse alternative, right? Like maybe like the QOL in the character is way better than the alternative.
Mhm.
There is absolutely no alternative in Genshin.
Yeah, there isn't.
Yeah,
no.
but
That
well,
is the problem.
wait,
You
I
have-
think people are
no, wait, but-
complaining about the wrong thing.
wait. There
No.
is though. But yeah, go Cap. You go. I'll tell you the alternative in a moment. You go, Cap. I want to hear.
It's like the combat thing. You don't have alternatives in your combat. There isn't a 4-star alternative to Nuvalet. There's not a 4-star alternative to Hu Tao. You get the gacha characters to get that specific combat mechanics that you want, right? Same thing with like the overworld stuff. I don't see the difference.
Okay, so just to backtrack for a second, there is an alternative Ithoma. It's the Saurians, but the Saurians suck. Out of the 6
Yeah.
Saurians, there's maybe one that's good and one that's halfway decent, and that's the problem. And that was my premise in my video, saying, which by the way, youtube.com _then or e-then, is that the free alternative is shitty, and the paid alternative is really not that great either. And the other way I look at it is like this flying is specifically made for Rinascita. All of these Genshin quality of life that are attached to a character can easily be applied in any other region, but they refuse to give you that phlogiston bar outside of Natlan because they don't want you doing that. I don't know. Maybe they just fucking hate you. Like, I don't know. but I think
Mhm.
intrinsically it's designed to work everywhere, but they remove it. And Wuwa, and I know I'm going to sound like a Korobot. The reason why I like this is
You are.
because I am a Korobot. I know I'm a Hoyo show. Excuse me. It's designed just for this region, and it's completely free.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But if it was like,
Yeah.
if it was like
right.
That's what I.
character locked-
That's what I
if it's-
tried to say pretty
if it's
much.
character locked and region locked, that's a bit of an
Yeah,
issue. But if it's just-
exactly.
If it's just
That's a
character
huge
locked.
fucking problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I-
character
I
locked.
I agree with Ryuku. Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
agree
yeah.
with you.
Like it's
Continue,
the
bro.
way Genshin is doing it that's wrong. It's not the
Exactly.
concept, it's the way they're doing it. And I think
Yeah.
that's the thing about like people on Twitter and all that complaining about it. I think they're complaining about the wrong thing.
Yeah, I
It's-
think.
it's-
Yeah, you go, Amethyst. I'll shut the fuck up.
I was gonna say the fact that I was gonna say look, if you look at Malvika, she can do everything, right? She can do everything. She can
Mhm.
literally do
Which is the
every
biggest bait,
mechanic.
by the way. I don't mean to interrupt you,
Yes.
but that's the part that's
No, it
frustrating
is.
because
No, it
they
is.
made you buy Shaska, they made you buy Shalonen, and then you
Yep.
bought Mualani, but now you could have skipped all three of those motherfuckers and just got her for expiration. That's the other
I've said
part
the
that's
same thing.
fucking horrendous
problem.
and super
no, but
predatory.
People who want those characters would get them anyway.
I
People
don't.
who
I don't.
really are into the characters of the story, they still would have gotten them. I don't think many people are going, "Oh, I want this character just for the exploration thing." I think they would have. there'd be
no,
other
in
factors
Genshin-
between
I
them
think
there.
some people do. I think
I-
quite a few people do.
Sekapoko
It's always a
has
factor.
not only Sekapoko, a lot of Genshin streamers have expiration teams because of the fact that that are horrible in combat, but they strictly use
insane.
because the expiration sucks. So they'll use like Shanyun, she could bounce 3 times, Kaza will float in the air. And so I what I think about it is it feels disingenuous to the players because I get what you're saying, but I truly disagree with you because so many people do that. You know how many times I've been told when I started playing Genshin, what's your expiration team? Brother, I'm just fucking running around. Like that's fucking crazy to me, you know? So
Well, yeah, it's like so you were saying one of the characters can bounce 3 times, right? If you look at bloody like there's an echo. I think it's one of the herons. You can literally dash again.
yeah,
upward,
yeah.
again. So you can technically double or triple jump because you have an echo with the Inferno Rider, right?
Well-
Granted, it doesn't last too long. You can it's like way faster than sprinting. Obviously, granted, you can do that with Shorekeeper, and Shorekeeper is like very similar speed, but for longer. But the fact that you've got like a free alternative, and it's not much of a difference. I think the fact that we're getting flight for free, even though it's region locked, it's for free. It's for everyone.
Yeah.
No one feels left out, and no one has to put money in the game. No one has to grind to get these characters
Agreed.
because they have this mechanic.
Yeah.
Look at like I think when it comes to mechanics, I think one of the beauty things about these different like traversal mechanics that Genshin has, that you doggy do, even though you've got the free alternatives, great, you've got free alternatives, but the free alternatives are like next to none compared to what we have in the premium 5 stars and the premium 4 stars or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
And the thing is about the ecosystem in Wuthering Waves, they're good. Like they're good. Like even in the traversal, like the Inferno Rider, it's good. The Heron, it's good. And I'm sure if they want to incorporate a faster gliding echo in the future, they can do that. It'll be like
Yeah.
it'll drain it. You could do it so it drains a lot of stamina. It doesn't last for too long, but the speed's pretty good. Like Inferno Rider, it's fast. It covers a fair bit of distance. Doesn't last too long, but you can do it. And they can do the exact same thing with a gliding or flying echo. So
Yeah.
that's
I
the
have-
good thing about an
I
ecosystem.
feel like they might already do that.
I
What
have
up,
an
Riku?
idea, and you guys can like say if you think this will break the game or not. I think that might be a good idea if they could allow you to equip an echo as a gadget, but you don't constantly have to switch your echoes just
Yes.
using Inferno Rider.
Well, I think
For
that's
Please,
example.
happening. No, but
please.
I think that's happening now. Maybe I interpreted it wrong. I could be wrong.
Like the
Maybe I'm
top
I
interpreting.
don't think it's happening. I don't
No,
think
no, no.
it's
So
happening.
the T
I haven't heard
button,
that.
the T button. Maybe I could share my screen in a moment for the
So,
gameplay.
Chair couldn't hear me, so I'll say it again. I said that I think it'd be a good idea if we could equip 1 or 2 echoes to like a gadget slot, and so instead of me having to constantly have Inferno Rider equipped to a character for the exploration, I could just have it in the gadget. And then
Oh,
just
okay.
continue.
No, I
Yeah.
misheard you. I misheard you. My apologies. No,
Sorry.
that's not happening.
No,
That's not
I actually think
happening.
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
That is a great
Yes.
idea.
So-
Yeah.
an echo with a
100%.
traversal mechanic, like the Heron or like the Inferno Rider or like something like that. If you can equip that
Mhm.
as an equipment system instead of the gadget you've got, like replace the grapple with that, that would
Or
be a
like-
really good idea.
Or like an off-piece echo. You could equip your main echoes, but just have like an off-piece, like another one or something. Like that would be sick.
But in the trailer, isn't there echoes that are not used in combat that we're still going to be using for traversal though?
Yeah, like the
So
big
I-
Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah,
stuff that
like I think they
you can
have
use
that.
And Tub Pup too.
Yeah, like I think it's kind of a similar. It's not exactly that where you could do
That's
a
in the
wheel and
challenges.
swap it.
It's the quick time events.
Is it just the
Yeah,
challenges?
It's the quick time events, yeah. So you use
Ooh,
them. You use
okay.
them for puzzles. You use them for certain chess
It's like
puzzles.
Clang Bang.
Okay.
Wasn't I
Yeah,
asking
like
for
Clang
this?
Clang
Bang
Bang.
and
Wow.
the dragonfly thing. It's like one of those.
Yeah,
I thought it
it's
was
like
just like an equipable thing, but okay.
yeah. No, so if you look in the world quest, obviously Ryuk, if you haven't seen it, you don't know. But there's a couple of quick time events which gets you across a cliffside. It comes up with like the F button. You click it, you transform into the Freddy Fazbear thing, and it leaps a good amount of distance.
Got it.
But it's just for that echo, and you can do it. But it's only for those specific scenarios. So, for instance, there's a couple of puzzles where it
Okay.
allows you to transform or use a certain echo to complete that puzzle. And that's what it will be for.
Got it.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
We
misunderstood it.
absolutely need an exploration slot for just Echo out of
For sure.
combat. That's it.
That'd be cool.
Like,
What if
and
they
then
make
you
an
can
echo
choose
set
whether you want
purely
it to
for
be Inferno
exploration?
Rider or yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I will.
Echo set play for exploration. How do you mean?
Like a like you could you collect them the same way as normal echoes, but you can't use them for anything outside of exploration. They're purely for like a gadget slot.
Yeah, so
That's
they don't
good
contribute
to-
to your stats in any way.
Yeah.
They're
That's,
just
that'd be
there
dope.
to use.
I think that's something down the pipeline. I think that's very realistic for them to do. I think
Yeah.
like I want a lot more from the ecosystem. Like I do want Pokemon fighting and shit like that.
Can you- I
But
don't know about Pokemon fighting. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
I think it'd be
I
fun.
don't know about
Why
Pokemon
not?
fighting, but
I
I
think
feel like the
that'd be
shiny
cool.
should be like Pokemon.
Shiny
Like
should be
simple
Pokemon.
statics.
Shiny should be like Pokemon. Shiny should be
Bless you.
exactly be like
Bless you.
Pokemon.
It could be a pretty cool event though, don't you think?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's what
no
I'm saying.
doubt.
Like,
Yeah, like the HSR one.
yeah, I think that'd be
Yeah.
that'd be a cool thing where
Genshin
it's
one.
like something.
It would be so fun.
Yeah,
Because
If it
what
was
they did with
if it was
HSR
if it was event specific,
No,
and you could
'cause,
only
like,
do it in an
There's a
event
lot
like
written in.
HSR's
Make it
one,
a permanent event. Make it an endgame mode.
Do you
I'll
know
allow
what?
it,
I
yeah.
hate to relate MMOs to Gachas every time, but I've been playing MMOs for a long time, right?
yeah.
Nice.
In World of Warcraft, like I think almost like 10 years ago at this point, they introduced the pet battle system where like you could like collect pets, quote unquote pets, and then you could battle them kind of like Pokemon. And they implemented that like retroactively. I generally don't see why we couldn't not generally just not have a permanent mechanic like that.
I
Like, you have
agree.
your echoes, and then like there are certain echoes out in the actual overworld. You have to again it incentivizes exploration. You go to, and then
Yeah, I
you have
guess
to
so.
fight echo for echo. There's no
Maybe I
reason
was
why
just-
they couldn't have something
maybe I was
like
just
that. It's
capping,
overworld. Give us more.
Oh, she quit. She got,
Her fucking her internet EOS. I'll finish the
Starlink
statement.
cut her off.
I'll finish the statement. Give us more
We
Ethan
lost
content.
We lost
True.
a good like 10
Sorry.
seconds.
you did.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Sorry.
You cut
Yo-
off at give us more.
Give us more incentive to actually use the
agree.
overworld and not just for chess exploration. Maybe there is a really cool echo that you have to go do a little echo battle with, and that gives you something. I don't know, like just something new. Like there's no reason why they can't.
The reason why
like,
I think
wouldn't
it's
it be
realistic.
cool?
Wait, I just want to say the reason why I think it is realistic, because I saw Red News said it would be a lot, but I think the reason why it could be a thing is because let's say there's 100 echoes in the game, why not just make 10 of them? Oh, did my shit cut off too? Fuck me.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
I'm
But-
sorry.
Everyone's dying.
Complete.
Everyone's dying.
Sheesh, Cap is fucking contagious.
Wait, tangent.
But like, there we go.
Way off topic.
Why? Why? We're talking about Wuthering Waves, bro.
I'm
no,
sorry.
let's hear this tangent. Let's hear this tangent. What is it?
B-Mao just followed me on Twitter. I just wanted to say that.
Okay, no one cares. Anyway, moving on.
Well, aren't you a lucky boy?
So, pet battles.
Yeah, pet battle. I think it is very
I would-
realistic.
I would prefer it if it was like HSR's one where it is event specific personally, and then they update the events each time.
Mhm.
That's my opinion. The shiny system should be exactly like Pokemon's. One of the things I would like them to do is obviously, so you was talking about specific. Is it you, Atoma, that said specific echoes were only for
Yeah, like a
the gadget
specific
system.
echo set.
Yeah, like in Pokemon, I don't know if everyone's played all the Pokemon games, but where there's certain legendaries where you have to complete a certain puzzle, and then
Yes.
then you can fight that echo
7.
and then obtain that echo, whether it's shiny
Like
or not.
the Reggies.
Yeah, like the Reggies in Pokemon. I think something like that. There's only one. You can only catch one. Like those stats are fixed. However, because the shiny system, you can constantly maybe leave the challenge and re-enter it until you get the shiny one. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, that'd be sick. My bad, Chad. I'm
that'd
fixing
be
my camera.
Cap, I want to agree with you. A rare agreement.
Oh my god, it's Christmas! Holy
it-
shit! Sorry, Karen.
Well, it's Christmas
It
Eve
is
for me,
Christmas.
but yeah. Do you know I live in Japan? Anyway.
Oh, brother, this guy
had-
stinks.
I don't believe
Again,
you.
dude, guys, it's one of my dailies. I've got to say it. It's not.
Yeah.
fucking possible. I need to do it.
I love the fact that you've said it because the past couple days where you've not been yourself, you haven't said it at all. So it's nice to actually hear it.
It's nice to hear that I live in Japan.
Okay.
Right, what do you agree with?
Anyway, when people when you make the comparison to MMOs, and some people just say, "Well, you can't do it, it's a gacha game." Like, no, you are 100% completely fucking correct.
It's a live
Gacha
service game.
It is live
Gacha,
service.
gacha
yeah.
games are basically just single player MMOs. And anyone that says they're not, they're just fucking lying. They don't know what they're talking about. Everything that they have in gacha games, like these open world gacha games that we're playing right now, Genshin and also Wuthering Waves, they are just single player MMOs.
Objection.
And
I've never.
Overruled.
there
I
are
can't say
differences.
shit.
There are differences. But
No.
like, what I mean about this is like everything that MMOs have been around for a lot longer, and they have already gone through the ringer. They have already gone through what all the testing and trials, so they know what they need to implement to keep people playing, even in co-op and also in single player. So gacha games should take a lot of lessons. They should just basically copy a lot of stuff that goes from MMOs because they've already done the research. Just do that.
Tower Fantasy's dead for a reason, I understand. But also, like MMOs, you pay every month, right? So they even have more of an incentive to provide more.
Not all of
interesting
them.
things.
I'm talking gameplay style. I'm talking completely gameplay here, like nothing to do with payments and such.
Wait,
No, yeah.
I have because I think that you're onto something because I think MMOs got replaced by gacha games in the sense of like popularity, and like there really is no real MMOs around other than WoW and fucking Final Fantasy, like Throne of Liberty.
Star Wars
low-key.
Republic. Star Wars.
I'm sorry, it's not it fucking doesn't exist anymore. You know, like this.
No, it doesn't.
The player base.
In the past, bro.
MMOs.
The popularity is not comparable.
MMOs.
Distraught face.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Amethyst. I love you, but MMOs got replaced
10 years ago.
He's like, oh, this
No,
is such good shit.
I still play it now. I love.
You were
Yeah,
one
you
of the.
also said you played
He's fucking crying.
Amethyst, you also said you played PGR and you're less far in the story than I am, and I
What do you
played
mean?
like
I'm
a
on
month
like.
ago.
I'm on
Like,
like.
you come on, stop.
Brother. Listen,
Nice.
he sounds so sad, Amethyst.
No,
Put a
I am.
smile on that
No,
face.
No, that's pissed me off.
Listen. This man turned off his camera. You fucking scared away Amethyst.
He's fucking gone.
God fucking
It
damn
took her
it.
like 3 days to pass you in the PGR story, bro.
Listen, I think MMOs got replaced by gachas. Yo, Amethyst, put a smile on your face right now. Smile for
Come
me.
on.
No.
Come on.
Go
Look.
get your ice cream.
I think
You're Ben and Jerry's, bro. You're
I bet his whole fridge is full of like tubs of Ben and Jerry's, bro.
bro, no, it's not Ben.
Cream,
It's
bro.
not. It's not Ben and Jerry's. It's a 300. It's the 300 calorie per serving ice cream. I know damn well what you're eating, but bro,
But it's in a Ben and Jerry's tub.
bro, I love you, Amethyst. Holy fuck.
I fucking disagree with you about the SWOTOR shit, man. I fucking hate it.
Listen. The point is that gacha games replaced MMOs popularity wise, but not gameplay wise. You know what I'm saying? Like MMOs are not a thing anymore, really, unless like WoW, Final Fantasy. Gacha game. I think Styx didn't Styx have MMO bite?
Timer, he's still laughing.
Yeah.
At me.
We could kick A-Toma. I'm down with that. I'm not against
Thomas
it.
a rack.
Dude's a he called me fat. I'm plump. I'm not
Oh,
fat.
wait, there we go. I've muted him. He's fine.
God bless.
Alright, cool.
God bless.
Anyway,
His mom's
yeah,
down
the
on
reason,
him
the
now.
reason why I said that as well is because this is something a bit different to gacha gaming. So when you the biggest advice that in advertising is to copy what the big boys do. So when you want to design a website, you go to the big ones. You go to like Apple, you go to Sony, you go to all those because they put a lot of fucking marketing. They put a lot of research and a lot of money to find out what kind of website designs work and such. So when you want to design a new website for your rinky-dink website, for your rinky-dink business, you look to those and you basically copy what they do. You yoink and twist. That's what I'm going with, saying with gacha games as well. Look what the ones that have been in the online and been in the gaming industry for literally decades, almost 2 or 3 times longer than gacha games. You look at what they're doing, you copy that because they've already done the research, and you're going to save yourself a lot of money. You're going to save yourself a lot of research. And you're going to save yourself a lot of hassle of trying to find out what works and what doesn't because they've already done everything. Just take that, yoink and twist, and then you go. That's what I got to say.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it is okay to compare it to other live service and MMOs, especially MMOs, because didn't Styx have a channel called MMO Bite? and like the
that's
channel.
what
He
Like,
still does it. He still
Yeah.
does it.
Yeah.
but like, didn't he? I think he was one of the people who said like, guys, like gacha games just fucking replaced MMOs. Like, there's nothing for us to
He
do
said he
anymore.
has said
I
that.
I
He has
kind
said
know?
of.
that.
I kind of disagree that like gachas replace MMO purely because gachas are inherently extremely antisocial.
No,
They're
what I mean.
inherently extremely
But
antisocial.
so what I mean
Wait,
though
what
is
do you
when they
mean by that?
replace it. No, she's not wrong. But hold on, I think I know what you're saying. But what I'm saying is like it replaced it in the sense of like the viewership and the clout, and like they took that format kind of applied it there. Although it's not like a weekly paid subscription, but pretty much almost everything else is kind of 1-to-1. I think.
So popularity wise.
And so popularity wise, and then
I don't agree with the premise though. That Genshin took viewers from WoW.
I think
I don't.
I think it
I
did.
really don't.
You don't
see
think so?
that. I no.
I think so.
Wow.
I think so.
So Genshin took viewers from WoW. I can't. It is
I
no
think
way
that
in
is
my mind I
such a
can see that or
reach.
imagine that.
Really, you think so?
We don't know.
fine-
There's,
I-
there's
I
no
think-
numbers behind
That's
that.
true.
It's
There is-
possible.
there's
It's
no
always
way.
No,
possible, but I
you
don't
could-
see it.
No, you could argue maybe some Final Fantasy 14 players might, right? Because it's the whole anime style. But like, I think it's a real stretch to be saying that Gacha took viewers from MMO specifically.
What I think it
it's
did
fair
do,
to
though-
say. I was gonna say I think it's fair to say it's speculation, but we don't know, and there is a logical connection to think why that may be the case. But again, we just don't know.
I think
at all,
Yuria made a
so-
good point though in chat. People just got tired of MMO genre because there's nothing really out there, and so they see these
Yeah.
gacha games that have similar styles. Red New's about to come in and cook us all. Hail,
Oh my
hail,
God.
Red New!
Hail
Hail, Red New!
Red
Hail,
New!
Red New! All right, Red New, hit
Hail,
us with it.
Red
I know
New.
you're at work. Hit us. Give us the explanation. All right,
Thank
good
you.
talk. All right.
Yeah, nice one.
Fuck yeah, boys. Fuck yeah.
No.
I think that like gameplay wise they didn't replace it though. That's my premise. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that the popularity wise and how they overcame the genre and like gacha games are now the norm. How there was an MMO every 5 seconds previously, like Old Republic and all these other ones. Now there's a new gacha game every single 5 seconds, similar to MMOs, but they didn't replace it gameplay wise, and that's why people like MTash struggle with these games because he's expecting an MMO experience from something that is kind of marketed like an MMO but is not delivering the MMO experience. Red New, tell me I'm a fucking idiot. Let's go.
Yo, what up? How
Yo.
you guys doing?
Let me add you to the fucking title. It was good. Can we get a shout out for Red as well, please? All right.
Yo, okay, wait. So I was wondering, or I was listening in and out. I'm out. I'm good now to like talk and everything.
Okay, bet,
but
cool.
what were we talking about with like MMOs and gacha games and what exactly was replaced?
Cap was
Because
comparing.
I just want to make sure I understand.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you guys are saying properly.
Cap was comparing gachas to MMOs, and I agree. I think it's okay to compare them because they're live service, and I think MMO genre low-key got depleted other than OnlyFans, because that's popping off right now, by gacha games. I think a lot of people who played
I just-
MMOs went to gachas. There's no proof. There's no proof. I
Okay,
can't
what
fucking
is
say that.
what is Cap saying? What does Cap want to say to that?
No, I just say I just really disagree that like WoW died and Genshin got good. Like I really just don't see
Well, I'm
that
not
at all.
saying that one-to-one correlation. I'm saying the genre,
No.
like there's not a million. Okay, right
But
now, there's
so,
new.
but again, it's so different because the reason why people liked WoW, why did Asmongold pop off, for example? Because of the transmog competitions was a big one. That's an inherently social thing. Gacha is so antisocial. It doesn't bring in the same viewership for the same reason. It's a completely different reason why people will watch an MMO streamer to a Gacha streamer. It's
be fair,
Well,
entirely
wait.
different.
Okay, wait. So are we talking about like audiences of like the gamers,
Right,
or like people
right.
playing the game, or
Yes,
the
yes, the
viewers?
gamers.
Because those are two
Or-
totally different
audience.
things.
I'm
Like,
talking
very
more.
different,
I think I'm
yeah.
talking more of
I think-
audience.
Yeah.
Like the people who play the games.
Yeah, like
Okay.
No,
Yeah. Well, see, that's where the disconnect is, right? Because
Miscommunication,
those
yeah.
are you guys are talking about two different things. The Genshin Impact did not steal viewers from WoW, right? But
yeah, exactly.
what people are saying with regards to like, oh, Genshin Impact or gacha games are kind of like the new wave of MMOs, that's entirely true. It's filling in that niche that is not being sort of provided for. And it does provide a social experience. The social experience, especially in Genshin, is the open world co-op gameplay, right? You see everyone sort of like join into the same session, they chat. But more importantly, it's really like the interconnectivity of every sort of social media network that the players talk in and they congregate in. And
Sure,
the
but you
experience
can
that
argue
binds
any
them
game does
is No,
Any game
because
creates
it's not.
communities.
Wrong.
It's not the same level as far as like the live service and how far it's updated and the sort of mass of players that
Yeah.
are into the game, right? And also, what I was trying to say was like what really binds everyone together is the narrative, because people are interested in figuring out, hey, what's happening in Natlan, what's happening in Fontaine, what's happening
The
in
story,
Sumeru,
yeah.
et cetera,
Yeah.
right? It's a collaborative and also a totally social experience when people are experiencing the same thing together.
I also think,
Right.
Okay.
just to add on to that, because like if we look at a
Cat's really not
genre
happy
like
with that.
but if we look at a genre like, let's say it's live service games like looter shooters, right? Looter shooters didn't catch
I'll be right back.
on the way gacha games catched on, or like these other genres like arena shooters or whatever. Like gacha games, I think they're pumping out so many. I just think they took over, like Red News said, that niche. I personally think that still, I think they might have stole some viewers, but whatever. There's no way to prove that. Who cares? I'll drop that. Doesn't matter, because the viewers are down all together right now. But I do think that gacha games are like the new popular thing, the way MMOs were the popular thing back like 5-10 years ago.
Nick said something similar. He said because gachas are filling the void or the hole that sort of MMO sort of left, similar to what you were saying, Red New and Ethan,
Yeah.
because the niche is sort of staying there of MMOs, but the gacha game niche is growing and growing and growing. And I think because of that sort of platform, which takes a similar formula of MMOs, not the same, but a similar formula of MMOs, I think a lot of the players that are feeling a little bit malnourished from the MMO side, because of the void that they're probably feeling, they're starting to now traverse and go over and migrate to the gacha scene, because it's like, oh, it's a niche, it's a niche that is similar to the MMO scene and the looter shooter scene, not exactly the same, but there's similarities, and I want to know more of that. And then they play it, they get addicted, they get hooked, they explore the worlds together, like Wuthering Waves' exploration and Genshin's exploration. People do enjoy doing that. Granted, could the multiplayer experience for that social area be a little bit better? Yes, but I think because of the updates and the patches, like the story, like the events, everything like that, like you may not see it in game, but people do talk about it socially on these platforms, which I think is where they
And
connect with everyone.
any niche game or community or piece of media will have also a niche community that's super tight also. Like that's how it works. Like,
But do
any
you
piece
think
of media
gacha's
that's like
niche
that will have a
though?
thing.
Like, I'm not talking
Yeah,
about Twitch
Gacha- yes,
viewership,
Gacha is a niche. Gacha
But-
is a niche.
but like there's 60 million
fair,
people playing
anything is a niche.
Genshin. No,
also,
but
no, okay, but Ethan, listen. It's a niche. Also, people congregate and make whole communities over a specific manga or anime.
yeah, for
right?
sure.
To a huge degree to the same thing, right? It doesn't matter. People have like a cult-like fandoms over certain things. Genshin has a cult-like fandom. Honkai Star has a cult-like fandom. Like it's different to what like MMOs did for sure. I just don't understand why like the whole.
Cactus
Why are we talking about
correlation is-
cult-like fandoms? Where do we
I,
when
I-
do we
Because it-
kind of hop onto that? I was just wondering.
I've lost my train of thought.
I think the conversation is completely derailed. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
We've gone to
I-
something completely different.
I will say this because I don't think it's a cult. Like in terms of Twitch viewership or like YouTube viewership, for sure, it's very niche down. But gachas as a whole are now a universal thing because of Genshin.
As like a player
is what
base
I'm
sort of
saying.
thing.
Like it's like a player, like what he said. Like 60 million monthly people play Genshin. Like 40 million people or 30 million people play Honkai Star Rail. Like we are like the percent of the percent of the percent of the percent that create content. So like putting the content side to side. Oh, I think Cap the EOS. Putting content to side. Are you back, Cap?
She's back, I think. Oh wait, I
nope.
don't know.
Oh.
She's moving,
Shut
but I
up.
can't hear her.
Hello?
I don't know.
Yo.
Oh, she's
Hello?
back.
I was
No, I'm
saying.
getting EOS. Sorry.
Fuck. I
Well,
was saying like
what
putting. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, finish
No,
your
no,
thought.
I was just
Okay.
saying, like, forgetting like viewership wise, like I'm not talking like content, like forget that. We'll throw that out the window. But I mean, as like an actual like gacha games are now a worldwide phenomenon and they're very popular. And I think part of that is Genshin. Like Genshin has 60 million plus players, right? Like forget the content space. Like just as a whole, it is really popular now. HSR has millions of players. People are playing all these like Balatro, Baltero, Cilantro, whatever the fuck it's called. Although I don't know if that's a gacha game. But like these games are now like the norm. the way MMOs were a norm before. So that's how I'm going to it. Also, Sane, thank you for the fat fucking raid, brother. If you want to join, we're talking about how Woo is about an EOS tomorrow. But I appreciate you. Fucking trash game.
I'm the one that caused it. I'm the one that killed all the hype. It's my fault. Blame me.
Yeah.
Can I propose
Yes.
something? What do
Yes.
you consider to be a niche in gaming? Like to you?
Oh boy, this is where the fun begins.
I think we're going a little bit off topic, but I think a niche would be something that is not really very popular and is not like a big phenomenon. Like I think the gacha genre of content creation, I think, is a niche. Like I think that's very niche down, because I think realistically, like out of WoW creators, besides us and Saint,
I see.
there's maybe like one or two things. There's not really much.
I see the issue because Cap's using the word niche as to mean genre, and you're thinking niche as in like a really
A
more
niche is something that's very specific. It has its very own set of rules and the way that it's
It's a
confined.
genre. It's a genre.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is a disconnect.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a disconnect.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
So
the niche
That's the
subject.
reason why I asked.
Just to be clear, like it really depends on like the context, right? In the broader like world of everything, right? Obviously, gaming is very niche compared in terms of all interests, right? But within the gaming context, I could probably ask like any Twitch viewer if they've played Fortnite once or if they played Genshin once. So like, there's a pretty high decent chance that they've played these games at least once, right?
Yeah.
Like these are pretty popular mainstream games in the gaming sphere.
Okay. Well, let's rope it back in. So then we discussed how I think Rinascita making region locked content is not bad. I don't think that's horrible. I think people are just scared because the Genshin Impact did a very bad job implementing it. And I also don't disagree with you, Cap, where you can create a character that has quality of life. I don't think it's wrong selling quality of life. I just think it's when it's limited and overtuned. Yeah. So then I think the next thing would be
Can I just jump on something?
Yeah, hit it.
I was like about people being scared about the regional lock stuff because of Genshin, and a lot of people feel that way, and everyone's like, yeah, that's understandable. Can I just make this about me for a moment? Sorry.
Yeah.
About my video,
Narcissist.
and then it's like about I'm scared of what might come because of Honkai Star Rail.
Penacony, because of Penacony.
It really is. So like,
Penacony's fault.
I know.
That's your
Penacony's fault, bro.
It is. No, it is. But it's like at the same time, the same reason like what we're saying here about the people being afraid of the regional thing. Again, that's their problem. But it's like they're okay with that. But I'm not allowed to be.
Thank you for the follows. I appreciate you. Thank you, boys. Thank you. No, I don't
Feels
think it's.
strange.
I don't think it's the part that you're not allowed to be afraid, but I think that most people are giving them the benefit of the doubt because they have a very good track record. So it's not that you're not allowed to be afraid, because again, I defended you earlier. I really don't think that is the issue at all. I think you're kind of like the guy on the board with the red tape, making connections that are not 100% there yet. Let's say if we play, and we can get into the story now, I think it's a perfect segue to the story and what we saw. If the story is going to go down that route that you think it is, then I think then you're right? I think you can be cautious about it and going into it, but I do think you need to let go of Star Rail a little bit, because not every developer will be Hoyo.
I'll just say right now, I'll just say, even if they do go the route of Penacony as well, as long as they tell the story really fucking well, I don't mind that. I do not mind that. My fear is the storytelling aspect. I don't want to go like just the whole political intrigue and just have conversations for fucking hours on end. That's what I do not want them to do.
It's like I'm pretty sure. Like I remember you saying, like in your Honkai Star Rail video, that actually you didn't mind the actual plot of Penacony. You hated the storytelling.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying right now. He says the story's fine.
And I think we have the opportunity
go into that storytelling.
So I don't think that way we could be worried about things that might be similar from like Penacony to Rinascita, because it doesn't matter.
Well, Kura Games' storytelling is better.
I think Ryuku's fears are well founded because, again, I think the way Rinascita seems to be sort of set up to go is that it is going to be political intrigue. It is going to be political drama. There are multiple factions and families that are going to be sort of vying at least for screen time, right?
Yeah.
And so there could be inherently more yapping for that. So I don't like, it's not like okay, for sure it's gonna be that way, but I don't think it's like
not
an
far-fetched.
irrational fear.
You know, it's not a
and
far
also,
fetched fear.
I've never said that I know that I think it's gonna go. I'm just saying I'm afraid
Yeah.
because I can see those types of storytellings, those types of stories, for example, just playing into this. It's like, say, for example, I'm gonna use another analogy here. When Iron Fist came out on Netflix, and a lot of people were really interested in the Iron Fist, all the combat stuff, and it just got absolutely bogged down in the corporate fucking talk. Like, it's like no one's here for this. That's not what we want.
Yeah.
I can see that looking from the political intrigue there, that that kind of story can fall into that, and I'm afraid it's going to fall into that. I don't think it is, but I'm just saying I'm afraid that it might. That's literally all I'm saying.
I think your feelings are valid. I just think that a lot of people, including myself, and I think most other people in this call, and then the fan base, are going in with the benefit of the doubt that it won't turn into that. So I don't think it's wrong for you to express your opinion, because I think you 100% have your right to do that. But I do think that when you put it off, like, I just see a lot of similarities with Penacony, it's hard to say 100% we see all these similarities when it's not out yet. Like, obviously the political stuff we could see, but they could 100% deliver it in a much better and faster way and do a better job with the storytelling. So I don't disagree with you that you're able to express your opinion, and I don't think you should be attacked for it. But I think a lot of people are giving it the benefit of the doubt for their track record. Cap, I know you want to say something.
Just to
No.
asshole.
No.
I wanna say-
I just
wanna
don't.
say- Sorry, just really quick. I also want to like put out the possibility too that you know, again, I think Ryuku, like, your take is valid, absolutely, but I think it could be a possibility as well that not a lot of people really care, like, if it did go that route, you know, like, that's another thing. For
think
me,
my
I
take-
appreciate the change of
why
direction.
why
so.
are we getting afraid of like gacha games? That's what I want to know.
I'm scared.
I'll be
scared
real.
too.
Like, why is anyone worried or scared about what a gacha game might or might not do? These are silly little anime games. Genuinely, like, I'm not trying to be a dick to people, but like, why? like, as if we
But
have
in
some
the
kind of like
context
fear
of-
of what they might do. It's like, okay, like, I just like being concerned about things. Why are we using terms like afraid?
I'm
It's
afraid.
not really
I'm
like
scared
he's
someone's
he's
gonna beat
deathly
me up.
afraid. He's
No.
this is his interest. He wants to kind of like see where it goes, and he's like, oh well, if they went this direction, I'm afraid I won't really like it as much anymore. You know? It's
Yeah,
not even.
If it's something
that's
that
not
you hold
the way
dear
it
to you,
is.
if it's something that you hold dear to you, it's like, for instance, okay, if we take another franchise, right, like the Assassin's Creed
But-
game. Hang on a minute, bear with me. If you look at the Assassin's Creed game,
Okay,
hang on a minute,
okay.
hang on a minute. I know what you're saying. It's a
She's
goofy anime
tweaking.
gacha game. It's a goofy anime gacha game. Okay, what do you expect from a goofy anime gacha game, right? However, if it's something that you really, really like, and that it holds dear to you,
Sure.
you're gonna want it to do well regardless. And if you've enjoyed a product thus far, like a lot of us have enjoyed Wuthering Waves. Obviously, I know there are people that like the story a lot better than others. I am one of them. People can disagree with me that. I don't give a shit. It's where I stand. So if you hold something in such high regard, there's going to be an element of fear because you don't want
No,
an update.
I
or you don't
understand.
Want, if you don't want the story,
I think
which looks like it's going in a certain direction, which you don't want it to go, you're going to be like, well, I don't want it to go in this direction because I know roughly where it could go. It's natural to have an element of fear. However, as long as you don't let those fears of another product invade what you think of this product, which is where I think Ryuku obviously is.
That's my problem.
Yeah,
I want to hear
because
Cap though, because I know
I just wanna
Cap
say-
is. Yeah.
I just want to say, like, on my opinion as well. I personally, again, this is my personal. So this is what I think. I think my
Objectively.
my
Objectively?
fears, I think they're reasonable but not rational, and there's a difference between the two. I know what I'm feeling is not rational because it's a feeling. It's not supposed to be rational.
I wanna hear
I
Cap.
think at least, yeah, okay.
I don't mean to cut you off, but no, because I agree with you. I'm not against that. I think with Cap, and I don't want to speak for Cap, but I will say I think what people are saying is that you're using the word like fear, and then someone's just going to tell you it's not that deep. But I don't think you're making it seem that deep. I just think that's the interpretation. But I could be wrong. I want to hear Cap. I'm sorry. I want to hear what she has to say.
No, I'm not trying to invalidate anybody's feelings. Like,
That's-
I don't
that's a
want
lie.
that
You
to
called me
be
fat the other
case.
day.
Like, I never said anything.
It's fucking
I
crazy.
never said anything. I'm not trying to validate like anybody's feelings, but I think people are putting a lot of emotion. Like obviously, you care about things that are dear to you, but again, maybe I'm just an insensitive asshole. But when it comes down to like the story of a gacha game, and I've been saying for a long time that Wu's story is mid. I've said this. People, it's like my
fucking hate
hottest
you.
take, right? No, but I do. I genuinely
It is
think
mid.
that Wu's
It
story
is, it is.
just
All
average,
gacha stories
right?
are mid.
Why are we like? I don't know why, knowing what we know about the story, why we're emotionally investing so much that it like
okay.
makes us
Cap,
afraid or whatever
Cap,
about what it might.
I
be.
think-
I'll put
I
this in a lens that you can understand. If
Oh, God.
Whoa,
before-
okay, that's whoa, okay.
Oh, no.
no, 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 no.
Right.
This is an
Was
analogy.
I-
This is,
All right, don't be like a child. Go on, do it.
no. Because gacha games are to me what Jujutsu Kaisen was to you. If you saw Jujutsu Kaisen going down a
Okay.
route that you was like not really familiar with, that you like,
Yeah,
I do
the
not
ending
like the way.
was bad. Yeah, the ending was bad. I didn't like
Exact-
it, but that's
and then
it.
and if you saw hints of like the ending was going to go into a certain direction, he's like this should not go this particular way, or I'm afraid this can turn out this way. You would say I'm concerned. I'm afraid that it's going to go this way. Like, would you not agree? Like,
Yeah.
you're putting a lot of stock into that story. That's what I'm saying right now. I'm putting a lot of stock into the story because I'm afraid it's going to end up turning into this sort of
I've
thing
got that
I
with
do not want
Dragon
it to
Ball
go.
right now. I've got that with
I think
Dragon
there's a
Ball right now.
I
difference,
just
though.
don't-
I
I
think
just
there's a
don't
difference with those two.
I want to hear I Thomas. I
you-
want to hear I
but-
Thomas.
But you're putting a lot of stock into a story, and I'm putting a lot of stock into a story. It's just, I
Okay,
think
but
it's
to
the same
be
thing.
fair, that
Thomas.
comparison is
Thomas.
a bit skewed because, like, Wuwa is like it probably has years more. The part where JJK started getting skewed is towards the end. The rest was
After
fine.
like 7 years.
Yeah,
But
okay.
but I don't
Can
think
I-
that's a good comparison.
yeah, go red, go red,
Can
go
I
red.
can I try and put this to rest? Because I think it is probably
Please.
better to move on. But like,
Yeah.
why are we here? Why are we in the call? What are we
Why are we
talking
still
about?
here?
Right? We are talking. No, well, we're talking about Wuthering Waves. We're talking about a game that we all like, that we all enjoy, that we all care about. We want to see it do well. We want to see it
It's a lie.
move in
Cap doesn't like the
directions that we
story.
want to move in.
Cap doesn't like the
right?
story.
So like the premise of like, oh, it's not important, or we're it doesn't matter that much. Like that cannot be part of this conversation. We're here literally to talk about something we
agree.
care about, right?
I agree.
But Rednu, I'm so afraid that the next DK skin isn't going to be jiggly enough.
No,
I'm actually worried.
Hey, that's
Guys,
on the
can't you
Nikkei
tell he's
podcast.
shaking?
Why don't you hop onto that?
yeah, like, but
Is
no,
there
but
an EK podcast?
but,
Bro, the
but
way you looked at the camera was
I think Red is right though. I think like everyone has a different level of investment. I think it's okay for Cap to not give a fuck about the story, like, because I don't care. I think Witcher 3 is leagues behind, or any real game is leagues beyond this. But I think people are invested. Everyone's invested in a different way. I'm invested into the gameplay, and I love the gameplay. Ryuku's invested into the story. Cap's
I'm the
invested in
story.
Gion's
I'm
armpit.
more with the story. I love the gameplay,
Yeah.
but I also love the story as well.
Yeah. So I don't think like I get that perspective, Cap, because I say that a lot of times, like, who the fuck cares? Just move on with your life. But I do think that, like, realistically, like Red said, we are all here for a reason, right? Not only because we're all, like, we became
Sure.
friends from a game, so there is also some sort of attachment to
I'm
that.
not trying to say that if you dislike Gacha, that's it. You can't.
No.
You should have an opinion.
Actually, I'm
you
gonna
shouldn't
quit.
care about it. Like you should,
Oh.
you should whatever. That's not what I'm saying.
Kazan, I think
I'm
you should have been
just-
quitted for a while ago.
I'm
gonna quit.
thinking getting. My only point was like getting super like emotionally invested to something that we all kind of know that Gacha stories are kind of not the pinnacle of storytelling. Is this like I just don't
But I
understand.
think
I'm gonna start making content on stocks.
good.
Let's go,
Um,
baby.
I'd
Rugged-
actually get scared.
I understand like in terms of a gacha like story writing and storytelling, I understand what you're saying, but I think whether that's fact or fiction or objective fact or whatever the fuck, someone can. I like the story a lot. People can say it's mid. You can have your opinion saying it's mid. You can do that. I can
Sure.
disagree. I can disagree with that and say I
Sure.
think this and this is not mid. I think it's very very good. Same with Ethan. Ethan says the
Yeah, that's
story's
fine.
majority is mid.
And
So
then
I think
Tomo will
it's-
make a hippies on you.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of those things where you can't understand it. Just like, for instance, I can't understand why you think the story's mid, but you can't understand why I think the story's really good. It's just one of those things where none of us are wrong. We're not wrong. We love the game, but for different
I,
reasons.
I
Yeah.
just don't think anyone should lose sleep over Gacha story games.
I don't.
Like,
I get that.
No, I don't think
also
anyone
to be
is.
fair-
no. Like, let's just.
No.
I don't think anyone is. And when someone
Yeah.
says scared, let's just we could redefine then. If Ryuku says scared, but we
don't
understand
mean-
it
I
to
don't
be
mean in
like
that
we don't
sense.
want
I
it
do
to
not mean in
move.
that
Yeah,
sense.
we just don't
Yeah.
want it to move in that direction. Then we can
I'm scared.
accept that and
Like,
kind of like
There's
move
different
on,
levels
right?
of scared, you know. There's scared
like,
like whenever I play a horror game, and there's scared whenever I talk to women. It's completely different.
Yeah,
Like,
there's like
you know, it's
scared, there's
different levels.
petrified, there's
Women are up
horrified.
here. Horror
English
games
as a
down
language
here.
is weird. Like, you know, the word afraid means a lot of things. Like, oh,
We have lost track of this.
Yeah,
fucking thing.
let's move
I
on.
think it's just
I'm afraid I can't do that. Like, we have that word. Like,
Yeah,
I'm afraid we
let's-
can't do it. Like, we use the word afraid. It's a different meaning. I don't mean like literally. I don't mean like I'm scared,
Yeah.
like shivering in my little boots. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just concerned. I don't want it to go this way.
For
I'm-
sure,
I'm
and that's
afraid-
fine. That's valid. Don't let these motherfuckers
Yeah.
bully you. Don't let these
Once
motherfuckers
we talk
bully
about
you.
like
Not cat,
two ways
but-
different words can
Yeah.
be interpreted, like let's just agree on what he meant and we're good. Like we
Yeah.
can move on.
Yeah.
And I think
concern-
we
we all know
already
what I
did.
meant.
Exactly. Yeah. So
I think we all know what I meant.
let me bring this up. I don't want to be the negative person, but one of the things I didn't like about Rinascita, and maybe they're holding back on us, but I
That's
don't
my
know exactly, is I think the lack of Exho EXP like mention at all, I think is pretty shitty.
Yes.
To be honest, even though people have highlighted the fact that Exho XP is pretty dog shit, I think in the recent couple of months it's been highlighted the most. I don't know if I've just not seen it, but I've seen it most. People have got a gripe with that most, and I've seen that been highlighted by content creators in more recent months. So
Yeah.
maybe they've acknowledged and seen that, but they haven't had enough time to go, well, no, I know obviously people go, oh, you can just change the number. You can, but maybe they were focusing too much on 2.0, and maybe in 2.1 or 2.2 they can go, we got you.
Maybe they have it in their back pocket. I'm gonna keep it a stack though. I've been complaining about XP since like the second week of the game. Like
Okay.
I have been complaining about that from the jump.
Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
hate it personally. Like
Yeah.
why don't you just have like a stage where you could dump plates and get EXP? That's
Exactly.
It's endless.
Or-
So-
In the
synthesize-
Yan training thing. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
just
No.
use-
Echo EXP, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
by
yeah,
in the
yeah.
Yan.
Yes,
They, like that they added
Oh,
to the Yan.
oh,
training.
never mind.
Yeah, like, or
I'm a tourist.
use echoes that you
No, they don't have it. They don't have it.
just use other echoes, your off echoes that you don't
Fodder.
need, feed those into
Yeah.
the echo you want to level up, right?
Merge
Don't just make it
echoes,
specific.
yeah. Merge echoes into other XP, take away tuners or lock tuners behind things. Like I agree with you. I have again, I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I think this is one of the biggest concerns that people have been talking about, and this is where I disagree with the Amethyst. I think people have been talking about this since day one. The two things
have.
everyone complained about was world level
Yeah, I
rewards.
just don't think I've seen it. That's what I was saying.
And-
I just don't
yeah.
think I've probably not seen it.
Yeah, because you're fucking blah. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I love-
okay.
The age
I love you, I
of
love-
vision.
no, but
Strike
like
me, asshole.
world level experience, like the way your rewards other than boss materials are shit, and then Echo XP, like Bob, Pokey, every time someone got up an extra 10 levels, it was always a video saying this fucking sucks. And I just feel like, again, maybe they're gonna hold it as a surprise and like something in their back pocket. But I do think like that is low-key the most concerned problem, and everyone complaining about it. And then there's rumors about whatever, but they haven't officially announced anything. Makes me kind of feel like, okay, do they think it's a problem? Do they not think it's a problem? Are we not going to get it at all? And they're just going to tell you to go fuck
There's-
yourself? Like,
Yeah, there's something I found out today. Like literally today, I did not know this at all. There is a way to infinitely farm more Echo experience, but it's really inefficient. Basically, if you can farm the overworld and you can get whispering cores and other stuff like that, and like the star things, the essential materials, you can convert them into like a purple whispering core will get you a purple Echo tube.
Wait, what?
I did not
Oh
know
my
that.
god,
I
you
found that out.
can. Oh my
Oh,
god,
shit.
you
I'm
can.
leveling up all my fucking.
I didn't know
echoes
that.
now.
I didn't
I've
know
got
that.
so many. I've got like 1,000.
This
of
sounds
those.
like
Yeah,
more
I've got
cope than
3,000.
Honkai Star Rail clearing maps for
Yeah.
characters.
Wait,
Yeah.
issue fixed. Okay,
Let me
no present.
cope.
So I did not know about this mechanic, and if this is
But
what
no
they
one's
wanted
gonna
us
do
to do,
that.
yeah,
I'm
no
gonna
one
I know
do
knows.
it.
it's
Fuck
very
that.
inefficient. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
inefficient.
Yeah,
It's
but
very
It
it's
doesn't
inefficient.
matter.
It's possible. There is an infinite grind, basically, is what you're saying.
It's possible, but
Theoretically.
it's a grind that nobody, even hardcore players, are not going to do. Everyone go follow Sarah, by the way. Nobody's going to do that, and so I just feel as if like, again, I love Wuwa, and I think they're the most receptive team. Them and ZZZ are fucking crushing it in every sense of the way. But I think like if that is your biggest complaint, at least in my opinion, I think that's the biggest complaint people have talked about, and they haven't addressed it. I feel like that's a little eh. I really do.
I'm
And that-
thinking like, if they can like just use like tweak that system to make it more feasible and more like efficient, so people it does become something that people can make usable. Because I'm King of you mentioning things that aren't useful, make it useful. Just tweak the system, make it more useful, make it more efficient, get more echo experience out of converting materials, and I think that could solve the issue possibly. Like just using the stuff that you already have in game.
No, I agree.
So,
I agree. I've said it multiple times. I think that if you're not going to allow people to fodder level 0 echoes, because I understand the infinite farm glitch, allow people to merge 50 echoes for 1 purple tube. Allow them to, or whatever your conversion would be to make it easy. But like fucking 3 weeks or 2 weeks to build a character. And I also don't like this statement that just because it's better than Genshin does not mean it's bad.
Yeah,
I mean, does not mean that it's good.
True.
You guys have heard me say it a million times. The shit on Tuesday is a diarrhea on Friday. They're both still shit. Like it is what it is. You know,
though, if they do put a fix, it has to be enough. Because if they put a fix and it's not enough, that would draw more ire. Whereas if they just ignore it.
Well, I think the fix is very simple though. Like I don't think it's a way to break the game. Again, don't even let people fodder level 0 echoes. If I have 2,000 echoes in my bag, merging them doesn't do anything. Right? Because you can get a fusion echo that rolls everything that's not fusion and you're fucked.
Can you imagine if they just improve the sync? What is it called? The fucking fusion technique for the bloody echoes.
Well, they're changing that.
Same thing.
Yeah.
They're changing that.
I want them to increase the cap because.
You think so?
How many times?
I was gonna say you can have like an option either to fuse them together to make another echo, or do like a separate version where you can just destroy them and they give you per 1 gold echo, they give you 1 gold capsule thing.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
Something like
Wait,
that.
really quickly.
You know.
Sorry, just really quickly for the echo. Like when you're collecting echoes in the overworld, is there a limit to how much you can collect in a day?
Yeah, the 3 costs and 1 cost can run out. The 4 costs are unlimited, but it takes a lot for those motherfuckers to run out.
No, the 4 costs are not unlimited. They have a cap too, no?
No. The cap is only you can get like if you're a low data bank, you get like a guaranteed 15 echoes. But you can run 4 costs all day. If you want to fight Crownless 1,000 times, you can run Crownless 1,000 times. You might not get 1,000 echoes. You're guaranteed to get the first 15, but then after that, those are infinitely farmable.
I thought the first 15 thing was permanent, like just in general.
I could have swore when you get to like the 21 level for your echo bank, every echo you get
is a gold.
Is like guaranteed to be a gold.
But
I thought because every time I fought Crownless, every time I fought a level 4 echo boss, I've always got an echo. Is it just really high odds, or is it guaranteed to get one of those 4 echoes?
For Crownless,
I feel like the first 15 are still guaranteed. No?
Yeah, I think the first 15 are still guaranteed, and then after that, like you could fight Crownless 100 times and only get 70 echoes and not 100.
I'm with you.
But the 3 costs and 1 cost in the overworld can run out. Those can run out. Like you can farm all of those out. But Cap wanted to say something. What do you want to say, Cap?
I completely forgot what I was about to say.
Congratulations.
My bad.
What I was gonna follow up with that question was just that if there is a daily limit, or they should allow you to juice the daily limit echoes.
Oh, I agree.
Then there's no infinite grind.
For sure.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say.
Yeah, go.
Just go back to the batch merger thing. What would be really good is if you could batch merge and fuse. If there was an option, like somehow another resource to like, I would like this stat from my fusions of echoes to have that
like
too.
One
also,
stat.
yeah, like some like a sort of instance that you could guarantee that if you wanted to. A bit like what we have, where you could have you could choose the echo with the right stat that you want.
Yeah.
For the right set, like something like that with the actual batch merging would be really nice to have.
That would be actually good.
Make it
It's
more
like
useful.
give like your whatever stat you want. Give it so it's like you confuse it, but then one stat is guaranteed to be the stat you want, and the rest is all like mystery, like usually is and
Right,
shit.
but it's probably like a resource you have to like accumulate.
Yeah,
right,
that
to
would
do
be
that.
good.
But
I think that's fine. That's a very common thing in Star Rail now, right? Like
Yeah, exactly.
now Star Rail's having like even rerolling.
Self-molding resin.
Yeah,
Self-molding resin
that
that you
would
could
be
do twice or whatever.
I
That
think
would
that
be cool.
I think when we talk about these things and what the games could change, obviously we know at the end of the day it's a gacha game, so it will never have the quality of something like an MMO or a AAA game like that, right? So I think when we discuss things like realistic changes is what we need to really discuss, and I think that is a very realistic change that could occur. So I agree 100%. Taj, you haven't said anything lately. You got anything on your mind besides
Not
boobies?
really.
He's thinking of
Yeah,
short
it's
the
just-
boobs.
Yeah.
Boobs.
Aboba.
Boobs. Boba. This
Ethan.
fucking dude.
That's
Yeah.
always like
First
EO
is the right.
So what?
just
No,
just DM me quick when Ethan and Kate jump and you tell them I'll box them up.
Huh?
Yo,
What the
listen, shout out to my man EO. Listen,
do?
listen, all I
Start
did was say
smoke.
Amethyst was blind. I wasn't anything crazy, you know?
Just got
What
the,
did I do?
I didn't
did,
insult his voice or
three-
nothing.
3
It's
minutes
facts, though.
ago. 3
Yeah,
minutes ago,
yeah.
it's like Ethan and Kate jumping you. Tell them I'll box
What did I do? I
I'll
did
box,
nothing.
I'll box your bloody head off you, mate.
Oh,
Um,
Yo, I
sorry,
will have a
I need,
scrap
I,
with
need,
you,
I need to
brother.
make a correction. Sarah pointed this out. The thing I talked about the whispering cores. It's not. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. It's not the whispering cores. It looks like them. It's actually some of the boss materials. You can convert some of the boss materials into echo
Okay,
tubes,
okay.
and that's really fucking inefficient.
I was
Yeah.
looking at it and I was like, where the fuck is it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was
I'm so
just
sorry.
trying to
I'm
find
so-
it.
I'm
the
so-
normal
I was
whispering
like, I see
things
the
have
boss
been fine.
materials, but not the other one.
I just saw the picture from afar. It looked like the whispering core. It says like the star, the golden star thing, and I got mistaken. I do apologize.
yeah, congratulations, you're fucking canceled.
Okay.
For
How
fuck's
dare
sake.
you say that? How
How
dare
dare-
you spread misinformation
how
about my
dare
favorite
you-
game?
I didn't mean.
Yeah, what the
I'm a
Sigma?
cool Saint
You
Tone test
liar.
on your ass.
You lied to us.
Do you
Oh,
guys
sorry.
have?
I'm literally at the bottom of this fucking call right now. I must just fucking leave. You know?
No, don't leave. I stood up for you. Okay, I'm putting a video about you. Does anyone else have like anything, concerns, thoughts, or about Rinascita? Because like I think we really covered region locking, we covered echoes, we've covered characters. I do wish there was Endgame. I guess we could talk about Endgame a little bit. What do you guys feel about TOA?
I mean,
Like
we've got
genuinely.
Okay, I don't mind it.
Wait, I want to
Gives
hear
me
Cap.
right.
What
I
were you saying,
don't
Cap?
really.
Okay, sorry. I've had hot takes today. I've been thinking about TOA a lot recently.
Yeah, no, hit me.
I'm gonna make a video about my exact take, but
Go
the
ahead.
problem with TOA is not necessarily it's the actual experience of going through TOA that people don't like. That's the problem. It's not the fact that you have to do combat or gameplay. It's the fact the actual experience of it is shit. It's just it lacks genuine like actual fun. That's
Yeah.
how I feel. That's how I think
I
a
don't
lot of
think
people
it's fun
feel.
at all. Yeah, I don't think it's fun.
Yeah,
at
I
all.
don't
That's
think
It's
not
called
fun.
Tower
Wait,
of
the end game
Adversity.
for what?
I don't-
It's
TOA.
called Tower
Oh.
of Adversity.
Yeah, I don't
yet
care about it.
there's no tower, there's no adversity going through it. Like there's no like I
Do you
feel like
know
they should they like Woo pops off when they do something like Elusive Realm.
Yes.
Elusive Realm's cool. It's a whole experience you go through. TOA would be much more engaging to have something kind of similar. You go through a
Have a
tower,
floor
you
system, have a
progress,
floor
you have ways.
system, yeah.
And well, they do, but like we don't go progress through floors.
No.
Make it like an actual more engagement. and
20
that's- people would
floors.
love it
20 floors,
so
30
much
floors.
more.
Yeah. I
People
agree.
love
Make it
way
like the
much
tower
more.
from ZZZ.
Dude, make it like
That's it.
Mortal Kombat thing.
That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah, like
It just
Yeah,
make
that's
it
what's
more
cool.
engaging. That's
Tower-
it.
Give it the
say.
infinite tower.
Tower from ZZZ is still just like limited rewards, and you can only go up to like 25th floor to get max, and there's like challenging stages after that. It would be cool, but yeah, I don't know.
But-
They could have that mode, but at the same time, I feel like would you be okay if it didn't really have that much incentive
Yes.
to
Yes.
push past?
1000%.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
one of those things
Yeah.
where if it's like a 20 floor tower and you have to go through every floor to get to 20th floor and it only gives
They
you
could
like
keep it
5
the
times
same,
fast,
though.
right? Or keep it the
No.
same.
And then
It
there's
They should keep
infinite
it the
grind
exact
after
same.
that, basically.
They could keep it the exact same. It's just the actual experience of going through TOA itself. That's it.
Doggy doo
I
doo.
think-
The,
yeah,
the
Doggy doo-doo.
actual progressing through what they currently have
Yeah,
is just
yeah,
dog
yeah.
shit. That's it.
I
I'm gonna
It's
be
the
honest,
same-
I like it.
yeah.
They could
If-
change
if
it
I'm your-
easily.
You're wild. You're
I
crazy.
mean, they could change it. We could say like, but this comes back to like, oh, they could just make it better, right? What I'm kind of wondering is like, what are we suggesting?
okay.
Oh, no,
okay,
I
okay,
have
okay,
a
okay,
suggestion.
I have an idea, but I'll let Cap go
Can-
first.
Okay,
Cap.
set and setting. Set and setting are important. Right now, you go in TOA, we're in the same room, same platform, everything looks the same every time we do TOA. I'm suggesting make it more engaging in terms of visuals, how you actually move through the tower itself. Those
Okay.
things inherently make it more engaging. That's what I like. One example.
Let's hear
I
what
wanna
you can, and
build
I'm
off
going to go. Okay.
I want to build off that. In my what I hate about Wuthering Waves video, where I say about all these really intricate designs and sets that are like locked behind the character story quests, and you never visit them again. Use them, make them the stages for the different levels, and you can fight through the level, and then you can go through a level, and if you fight the boss at the very end, then you go to the next level, and then you go and you do the same thing again, go to the next level, and and the monsters and the bosses get progressively harder and harder and harder. And I'll be honest, I don't think there should be a limit on the tower. I think that the tower you can get like a limit on how many rewards you can get, but then after that, the tower becomes the quote unquote PvP where people can like brag. I got to this level of the tower. How far did you get? And then you can make that a bit of a thing in there as well.
So
It's like
Okay.
zero
So-
cycling.
yeah, so
Wait, Red, I
So
want to say
Zenda's
something.
Battle Tower in Wua. Okay, go.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
No.
I was gonna say,
What do you mean, no?
in the other gacha games that I play, so obviously Dragon Ball Legends has the exact thing that Redney was talking about. It's an infinite tower all the way to like, well, whatever. I don't fuck. Doesn't keep going.
Yeah.
But every 5 levels, so every on the 5th level, every one on the 5th level, it's a boss enemy, and that boss enemy gives you the equivalent to like, so I think it's like the equivalent to like 50 astrite in this game, right? But those enemies are relatively quite difficult, not stupidly difficult, can be
Oh.
done, but they can
I've gotta go,
be
guys.
defeated. Right,
You
no
gotta
worries.
go. Ryuko, have a good night, brother. I
Yeah.
appreciate you hanging out.
Speak to you, man.
07,
Bye.
brother. I
It's like-
think. Oh yeah, no, continue. My bad. I didn't mean to
I know,
cut
it's
you
all
off.
good. Yeah, that's all right. It's all good. So on the 5th level on this tower, there's a
You get
boss
something.
enemy, and then you get something. Like it's always premium. It's never not premium. And every 5th floor, all the way up, you get something premium. So even if they do like an infinite tower on Wuwa, and it's like 10 or 20 astrite every 5 floors, but every 5 floors it gets more difficult and more difficult and more difficult to the point where it is like an infinite money glitch, because at some point it's going to get to the point where it's so fucking difficult you really can't clear it, or it's next to impossible. But that's what I think they should do for something like the tower. Have like floors, but every certain floor they give you premium currency and good rewards, and then all the way up it gets more difficult. That's what I think.
I think that's not a bad idea, but I think they should just leave the tower alone. I don't think they need to fix it.
Just do
I think
something else.
Yeah.
I think
I don't think
fucking
they
Just add something new.
I think it sucks.
Towers got to be a different mode. Than
Yeah, I-
Tower versus
exactly.
like, Battle Tower.
Yeah.
Zenda's
Yes,
Battle
yes, yes,
Tower has
yes.
to be a different mode than Tower versus.
I think TOA's buns. I don't think it's fun, and I don't think it's just because I played a million abysses. I just don't really like TOA. I love holograms, right? I'll get to holograms in a minute. Leave Tower Adversity alone. Don't even spend fucking resources on it. Take what Amethyst said or what Red New said and make that something completely different. And also, even if you don't want to give Asterite because free-to-play people will be upset, I think you could give other things. You can give Ascension materials for the characters on Banner. You can give like 2 Ascension materials that are like blue.
The gold ones.
And give fucking anything. Just give something that doesn't need to be tied to Primo Gems so people think they're not losing out. And you don't even have to make it every 5 levels. After 25, bro, fucking get to level 35 and that's it. And now it's just for fun. But it's something endless for them to do. Or like how ZZZ has this new 3-team mode. Something similar to that. There's so many different things they can do. I just think personally Tower is a lost cause. I think leave that sumbitch alone. Fucking it is what it is, and put their money somewhere else, because like for example, Pincer, that shit's fucking garbage. I think Pincer is a ghetto version of
Wait.
that Honkai Star Rail, like Pure Fiction, whatever the fuck it's called. It's not
Pincer's
fun.
pretty doggy doo doo.
It
What is
doesn't-
Pincer?
It sucks
Can,
so
can you
much.
explain? Can
It's-
someone explain Pincer to me?
It's literally, think of it, there's like 4 levels, then there's an endless level. So what happens is each level that you go to, you need 2 teams, right? And so they're pretty much the mob spawns in the middle, and you just need to clear them before the time comes out. So it's like waves.
It's
So
pure
like
fiction.
it's like
literally pure
waves of
fiction.
enemies.
I
So
don't
you-
know pure fiction. But
You
okay.
have first
Oh.
floor, you have 2 waves of enemies. You go to floor 2, then there's 3 waves, 4, so on and so forth.
And then at the endless floor, they just keep spawning
Until-
waves, and it's
exactly.
survival until
Exactly.
you die.
Mhm.
But the
And
problem
then
is
each thing you kill gives you points.
exactly.
It's point based.
Okay.
But it doesn't feel like a Wuwa endgame mode. What feels like a Wuwa endgame mode is this boss rush.
It feels like an event.
It feels like
Yeah.
an event. It feels like the boss rush is great. The co-op boss stuff was fun. There's so many. Every time Wuwa does something that's original, that's not copying Genshin or Star Rail, it excels like 100%. And so I
Agreed.
think they need to stick with that. So I feel like leave Tower, fucking add a co-op thing, and just recycle your old shit. Like just make it fucking permanent. And I was a little disappointed not seeing anything. I know we're getting 2 holograms, but in the grand scheme of things, they didn't even mention like resettable holograms because those shits are fucking useless. You clear
They
them.
need to-
that's
Every
it.
patch they need
They
to
reset
reset
it.
the
Yeah.
progression of the holograms that you've already done.
I
That
agree.
way you can grind for them every patch, and it makes it a renewable source of content, rather than it going, well, I've done it now, and even though you can still technically fight them over and over again, there's no incentive for you to fight them other than if you want to do a personal challenge for content creation or for yourself and just say, oh, I
Mhm.
cleared
But isn't
level
that
6
just like
in a
kind
minute.
of boring?
You know, it is. But that's the thing. That's why I think having an incentive to do it would go.
I
"Oh,
just
well,
feel like it would be like, oh, this is another thing I have to do. Because you end up doing it so much, you'll be like, fuck, I gotta go do holograms
Yeah.
now. I've already done
But-
this a million
Yeah,
times.
but Cap,
I
I'd
gotta
Free
do it.
shot
rather,
of
I'd rather
forget.
that. I'd rather
Just
that
don't
than
do it
just
if you don't
being-
want it.
Yeah, I'd rather it be there.
No, but
then
then,
nothing.
you're looking actual rewards behind it every week, and every like patch. And I think it's still. I just think
Well, you can
Okay, but what
change it,
they can
though.
do is reset level 6 only.
or just like level 3, 4, 5. But I don't think it needs to be
Yeah.
Asterite though. Like I feel like I would rather have something saying, okay, I have to do these extra endgame modes, and saying I have nothing to do.
You know, the
I-
easiest thing
I
is
think there's
just
two problems.
give like the fucking shop currency that they have for the holograms anyway, and just reset shop.
They could do that too. Like it doesn't need to be
Yeah.
Asterite rewards. It
No,
just
it
needs to
doesn't
be
need-
something.
It's just something. Because if
Yeah.
you just keep, it's like first time reward, Astrite. Second, third, infinite time after that, you get like the blue shards or the purple
Some
shards.
shit,
Not
yeah.
much of them. But
Fucking
then these-
tuners.
Because otherwise, Cap, I hear what you're saying. It's like, oh, but isn't that just but then what is it now? It's
But
just
no,
sitting there.
no, but
doing
again,
That's
nothing,
even
it's
less.
also, it's
gathering
also
dust.
bad. But I don't want to replace bad with bad. If it was something like every patch they reset, but they give you like a thing of like, oh, here's the characters you have in your roster. If you use this person on your team, then maybe you'll get the rewards. Like just something that makes you play a tiny bit.
Well, there's
differently, so it's
modifiers
not
to
the
it though,
same.
Cap. There is modifiers. It's just that since we've cleared
Just
it
change
before,
the-
it doesn't matter. Just change the modifier.
The thing is, I don't see
Yeah.
it as changing bad with bad. I see it changing worse to bad.
Because
What?
there's
Huh?
well, I get what
It's
if
an
I'm
like-
saying,
improvement, but it's not.
still not a
like,
great
Yeah,
improvement.
it's still not
Yeah.
great, but it's at least
Yeah.
something.
it's
But,
something
like,
for
like,
people to
I-
do.
saying.
Please don't say something's better than nothing, bro. Please don't be giving me that.
Something's
We need
better
to-
than nothing, bro.
No, wait. I want to, Cap. What do you want to say though? Because you feel like I feel like you're like not agreeing. I want to hear that.
No. It's not that I'm not agreeing. I just don't see the point. Why I don't see the point in replacing something that's like that bad with something a little bit. Like I just don't.
Yeah,
Why?
but
There's
it's
no
not-
point. in it.
Well, I
Also,
don't think
there's no-
holograms are bad though.
The holograms
Yeah.
aren't bad at all. I think,
think-
they're fun. I think
Yeah.
even though you can do like personal challenges
I
to
like
yourself,
holograms. I think
Yeah, look,
holograms are great.
but
I wish there were
unless-
more of them.
unless-
They were more interesting.
unless I'm doing them for a video or for a challenge, I'm never going to do them again. That's my point.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I think personally, that's
Ye-
just me. So
Well-
if they renew the rewards, but it doesn't have to be Asterite like Ethan said, but something every patch, I won't mind. I won't mind that. I think that's actually pretty good, but that's just me.
yeah. What were you
Wouldn't
saying?
that
Ren?
apply though? Wouldn't that apply to like a tower too? Like the way Zenless Tower works is that 25 is max rewards. After that, it is an endless survival mode. So every time you take damage, it carries over to the next floor, the next floor, next floor, right? And the only rewards are just like Denny's, right? So like past the max rewards or past however much, I don't really know if you'll repeat it. Would you?
To be honest,
it
in the
sounds like the
way-
same issue.
To what the way Wuthering Wave, how expensive it is in Wuthering Waves to upgrade your stuff, your skill trees. I think like the money, in-game currency isn't a bad thing. But I don't just mean just the money. I mean like so like just make the rewards decent enough for you to entice you to do it again in the future. Or I would rather them just reset all of them every patch with the same rewards they got now. Just make it every patch. But this is just me. I understand people don't agree with it, and people think it's pointless. But I think it isn't pointless. I think there's something to it, because it's like Tower of Adversity. It resets. I'm doing the same shit over and over again. I don't enjoy Tower of Adversity, but I enjoy the holograms. So I'd
Yeah.
rather do something I enjoy with incentive.
I
No,
think.
that could be fair. You could do like the hologram gauntlet or something. It's like a natural
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind. Like make it some kind of like a thing. Make a thing about it. Like sure.
Yeah, like I just don't think we need to waste resources when we could literally just make shit reset. You know, like I don't think we need to waste resources on TOA and try to and again, this is unrealistic expectations. Taking Tower Adversity and revamping it into something completely different. That's just not going to happen. It will never happen. They should just make a new fucking endgame mode.
They also need to fucking make Depths of Elusive Realm fucking permanent. They still
I think it
haven't
is
done that.
now. I think it is going forward.
yeah,
I
it is
believe.
Is it?
Yeah,
is
I
it?
believe so.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought the Somnia is permanent, but I didn't think Depths is.
No, I think both are,
No.
or depths might be permanent going for some shit like that. I don't fucking
Okay.
know.
Depths is permanent because
Yeah.
they have
This
the
is
weekly
Realm is
rewards
the
too
best
now.
bit about War for me.
It
I
is.
agree.
I have
That
the
is-
most fun in War, but that's also the place where like the hardcore players don't like that taken away because you don't use your characters properly, right?
You're not meant to.
I think they're just
it's
being
the most
elitist.
fun.
No, I think that's an
Yeah.
elitist take, like by stupid
Yeah.
hardcore players, because that shit's fun as fuck.
Like
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
makes it fun, and that's what
Exactly.
that's what makes it enjoyable for people.
It's
to
different
play.
every time you play.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's never the same. Everything's different. The enemies are hard after a while, but you also feel you're hitting something like a fucking steam
Ooh.
train.
Yeah, it's my
You
favorite
feel-
roguelike.
It's awesome.
It's my favorite bit.
I saw
about War.
I saw
What'd you say, Red?
someone in chat said co-op elusive realm would be
Go-
Yeah.
sick.
Go up.
I've said that. I've already
Exactly.
touched on
Put
that,
your
yeah.
resources to shit like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like I just think like Rinascita obviously looks amazing, and I'm sure they have to hold things in their back pocket. Like they can't front load 2.0 with everything, but I do think there are certain things that like they could have addressed at least to again, I think it's going to be a great patch, but the lack of refreshable endgame or the lack of like Echo XP even acknowledgement kind of disappointed me a little bit. I walked away. I was like, oh, I wish they mentioned that.
I didn't really personally. I didn't really care, but I can see why a lot of people do care. I think that
Yeah.
would be a very good quality of life thing to update and change. But I guarantee. Can you imagine if they just add like a new sort of sphere, like not like the new, not a gold one. You obviously got the gold, like the XP, the capsules. They're like a new rarity, which gives like fucking over 100,000 per fucking one.
Some shit like that. Yeah. I mean,
They would. I can see them doing something more like that. They're just giving more of what we've already got.
yeah.
To be honest.
What
Yeah.
is there anything else you guys have closing thoughts or how we feeling?
Really quick, like talking, like you said, obviously about Endgame. We're getting 2 new holograms, right? One of them is a new enemy, and one of them is the fallacy of no return, right? Or
Yeah,
fallacy
yeah.
of no rewards, whatever. I think the fact that we're getting 2 echoes in one patch is pretty good. The fact that we get multiple bosses as well is pretty good, and I think that the boss, the multiplayer boss thing that we're getting needs to be permanent as again another potential end game, but multiplayer end game mode. I don't think they will because apparently they don't give a shit about multiplayer for some fucking reason.
Which is dumb because it would just incentivize more people to play and spend money.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Stupid.
Like that is one thing that I've always, while I'm playing this game, until they add something like that, multiplayer needs to be a factor that needs to be permanent in some form or fashion, not what we've currently got. We've had so many amazing multiplayer events that need to be fucking permanent, and this new boss event looks fucking amazing. And if it isn't permanent or something that resets and refreshes every fucking patch, I'm not going to be happy with that, because for me that's something that I really want to see Wuthering Waves do. Just focus on multiplayer a lot more.
It's going to be buns. Also, Nev said more endgame equals more rewards equals more free pulls equals less money. I disagree with that 100%. Like what Red News said, but also if you have more endgame and people are trying to take the game serious, it would just make them incentivize them to spend more money. Or if you had co-op activities, like if my casual friends want to play co-op with me, they have to play the game. And by them playing the game to level up to my level, they'll wind up spending money. It really is a net positive, but I understand why they won't go crazy with Endgame. That is a me problem.
It's more content around multiplayer means more people will want to play the game for multiplayer, which means more players in general, which means higher player base, which means in the long run more money. So I get what that person is saying, but I think it sort of it's like it outweighs it. It's like it sort of outweighs it. It's like, yeah, they might not spend as much, but a higher player base means more money spent anyway.
Yeah, no, exactly. All right, Thomas, anything? Kaz, anything? You guys want to discuss?
Not really.
Atoma's wrapped up like a cocoon, and Atoma is chilling.
I need more Boba.
In terms of Endgame, I don't really play much of it anyway, so it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah,
fake fan.
Fucking Taurus,
You're
bro.
more Taurus than I am.
I play it for the asteroid, but I'm not just like, oh, I need to get the optimal TOE clear. Like, I'm not like that.
Fucking Taurus.
I play it from asteroid and I get the fuck out of there. I don't
that's kind of disappointing to hear, man. We're gonna have to talk about that after stream.
You're gonna have to ban you.
Yeah.
It
is what it is.
No.
Cap, you have any
to
thoughts?
Go play as your lane. Oh.
I am excited for Rinascita.
I don't know why. It looks like trash.
I'm
excited for it.
Actually,
No,
I'm excited for the first time in a long time. Actually, I've been excited since like 1.4 actually for Wua. I'm really happy. I'm happy. I'm excited to see where it goes. So
the fact that Red New's excited is huge, because Red New is like, I don't fucking care. Now he's like,
no way.
9 months,
pretty
Virtue
good.
325 happy
one
Squirtle
thing that's
Pop.
definitely interesting to me, because this kind of goes back to like Ryuko and his take on it. Why I'm interested in Rinascita so much is because it does represent a change in tone.
Yeah.
It does represent a change in sort of like direction. I think narrative-wise, feel-wise, just in everything regarding the game, almost, and in terms of like the thematics and what it's displaying in front of you, right? And so that's why I vibe with it a lot. And so I am kind of curious, like, why more people don't have Ryuku's feelings towards Wua, because I feel like it is changing a lot. But yeah,
I think a lot of people are just
excited for. I'm excited for Gacha in general for the next few months. Not
Yeah,
just
no.
one.
Yeah.
Gacha looks good. Gacha looks good.
I think people just want new stuff. That's
Yeah.
probably what it is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah.
thinking is like people don't really care too much about feeling the same way Ryuku does because like they just excited for new things in general. So
Yeah.
yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
just take anything new. But all right, I appreciate all of you stinkies.
Closing
Yeah.
thought. Anyone down for Marvel Rivals?
I gotta play a little bit of ZZZ before. I gotta get my ZZZ hours up for
Ethan,
this.
Ethan has to sign us off.
yeah.
Ethan has to sign us off.
Boys, 07, we had some of the worst hot takes of all time on this mini impromptu shit podcast.
Cap especially. What?
Whoa, no, don't bully.
I'm
bully-
joking.
Bully A Thomas, okay?
he's
We're
not
gonna bully
joking.
the rat.
What?
No, I appreciate everyone. Go follow Amethyst. Go follow Kazuhana. Go follow Cab. Go follow Red New. Go follow Ryuku. Go follow A Thomas. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining.
See you later.
07.
Later.
Bye YouTube.